Oi, oi. Welcome back to Flat Earth British. And what is a belated Flat Day? But all will be worth it. Good to see you all, guys. Thanks for being here. Let me just check my comms are in order and all is tickety-boo. We'll get underway. Sounds fantastic, guys. I trust all is well with you all. I trust all is groovy. We're going to have a groovy time tonight. I'm going to go through a load of images and we're going to have a think about the world of quantum mechanics and atoms. Now, I'm feeling a little bit of resistance already with this post, a little bit of, wow, Matt, can we keep atoms? Wow, Matt, can we keep nuclear bombs? Matt, wow, can we keep nuclear things? I'm thinking, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to share with you what I've learned over the years concerning all of this caper. No, nobody prides themselves more on what they think they know about quantum mechanics than myself. I mean, I went through the whole universe of quantum mechanics and the counterintuitive bullshit that it is, which is all derived from Jewish mysticism, Kabbalah. Now, I didn't actually know this at the time, but later on finding out and pulling the similarities, it was unmistakable that this was what was going on, was a rehashing of ancient black magic occult. So I thought, oh, hang on, let's hang on here. This is sounding like the financial system and the legal system. This is all black magic, isn't it? I better just hold back here and find out exactly what I'm getting into and exactly what they're proposing and what is going on. So they say the fundamental building blocks of reality are atoms. Atoms, okay? Going back to the ancient Greeks who apparently said you can split them and you can get down to the tiniest bit. And then they say that's the atom. I think it was Democritus. Well, then they say you can go lower than that, down onto the Planck level, and it goes lower again. It just goes infinitely deep. Anyway, so I went on that field, the old Richard Feynman and the Amit Goswami and fucking Michikaku. See, at the time, I was like giving these people like credence, thinking that they actually knew what they were talking about, not understanding or overstanding that a theoretical physicist was actually making stuff up and backing it up with mathematics. It's like nothing in the actual objective reality, if that's what it is, which I doubt, because I think all the world's everything's missing and there's nothing there. Anyway, so atoms, is that what's going on? Well, have you seen any atoms lately? They do good CGI atoms, but they haven't got actually atoms, not photographs of atoms, because that wouldn't actually be possible, you see. No, we're going to go into all of that. I can get some resistance on this, I feel, but I really actually don't care at this stage of the game, because the trouble that it's brought humanity with this nature of scientism and science belief that has caused all the problems with nuclear Cold War for 50 years, or a large portion of my life, when I thought I would be incinerated. No, Matt, they split the atom. Oh, did they? Yeah. Well, what about the double split experiment? Oh, right. Well, I haven't actually seen that with my own eyes. Have you seen it with your own eyes? No, you haven't, have you? Have you actually repeated this experiment in your bedroom? No, you haven't. I'm having a different version of reality from what the quantum mechanic people say, although I do like the marriage between spirituality and science that they try to market so well. I've read them all, The Universe and the Black Hole, Dalai Lama. Well, that's when the alarm bell started ringing. I thought, oh, fucking hell, what's he doing with fucking Stephen Hawking? You know, Stephen Hawking, who can't even talk because he talks like, I don't know, a robot or something. And just I don't even want to go into Stephen Hawking. That's just too weird for my. No, that's another reason why I'm talking about what I'm going to talk about now, right? Is this sort of thing, this sort of thinking. I remember reading, the Black Hole War between Stephen Hawking and Leonard Susskind, the famous physicist plumber. They're all from the same sort of ilk. And I can't even believe the unbelievable fucking claptrap that I was reading. I thought, oh my God, it's like, who even gives a fuck about entropy of atoms over vast periods of time? Like, we're even going to be here to perceive it anyway. Anyway, have you, in your reality, seen an atom? In your objective reality? No? Well, I thought when I was into quantum mechanics that I'd witnessed quantum effect in regard to that I'd seen under a very strong microscope tooth powder, very fine tooth powder, which was oscillating. They lead you to believe this is called quantum jiggling, where the electrical bonds of the atoms bounce off one another and you're actually able to perceive it, they tell you. So I was sold. I was sold. It's like, whoa, this jiggling fucking tooth powder is quantum mechanics, man. Yeah, man, it's all true. Okay, well, I'm going to share with you. I probably shouldn't actually, okay, because it's something, you need a bit of mental discipline with this one. And a bit of mental stability, which I've lacked in my life, but until recent years, which I'm grateful for, is that I noticed when I was young and when I first saw it, and when I first saw it, I never unsaw it, and it's always been there with me. And what I'm talking about is when I was small, I used to be in my dark room and I noticed that there was millions and millions of tiny little dots in the darkness. I still see them now in the light now because it's been there that long. Pixels. I didn't know they were pixels back then, but they were the pixels, just like pixels that built up the reality. And then I started to stare into it, and then I noticed that it started to configure. I was like, oh, wow, okay. But like I said, with the regulated mind, if I was in a bad mood or stuff, this stuff used to manifest into like monsters. But I realized that I had interaction with the field, okay, that I could do something with the field. I was like young, and I was like, okay. So had I had a more regulated mind through all of this understanding or overstanding when I was younger, what they call magic, because magic is nothing more than magnets, as you know, which is what we're going to get into. We'll get down to the fundamentals of what is going on and the true nature of reality. Myself, I'm in the camp of this is a spiritual experience. I'm in the camp of this is probably some sort of purgatory, limbo, in-between place. Probably haven't been born yet. In a schoolroom, learning every day new stuff. One thing I have noticed, though, is that when I understood or overstood about Fibonacci, the golden ratio and the flower of life and the coding that goes into this place, it was like, okay, intelligent design. Okay, it really does seem like this place has been constructed by a greater mind than myself. So quantum mechanics, okay, well, got into it early on, the Rutherford stuff, and then you go, up to Bohr. And what I noticed was this. Now, Einstein brought us relativity, wiping out the, we don't need ether anymore. We have special relativity. E equals mc squared, exponentially big. Now we're going to get a bomb out of it as well. Well, Einstein was buddying up, I noticed in a documentary the other day, with the people behind the chemical weapons that were used in World War I. He had a little bit to do with that as well. Anyway, they shipped him off to America because you know why. Anyway, so all of the people, the main players in this narrative to do with nuclear fusion, nuclear bombs, and nuclear stuff are all from the same race of people. So we got Einstein, we got Robert Oppenheimer. We have I got to set my face in, look like fucking Skeletor. Robert Oppenheimer, this is. We have become the destroyer of God, the destroyer of worlds. Oh man, he's literally fucking like paraphrasing the Bhagavad Gita, like he's going to be able to destroy worlds and stuff. What a shit. Anyway, he got skanked out of it, him and his brother, by bigger boys in the name of Edward Teller, who ramped up the nuke by adding hydrogen to it. And then you got the hydrogen bomb, Edward Teller. And then you got all of the physicists later, like Richard Feynman, who I went into like reading so much and thinking it was so awesome. Anyway, what have they all got in common? Einstein, Oppenheimer, Edward Teller, Richard Feynman, Bohr. I could go on and on and on. What do they all have in common? Well, they all wear tiny little hats. So with me, I had like alarm bell starting to ring, and the fact that a Jesuit priest brings out apparently the Big Bang, and then everybody's supposed to go with the Big Bang. And all of the people behind NASA and all of the people behind all of this fiction, which is pure counterintuitive and to me, anti-divinity. It's black magic, guys. It's ancient Kabbalist black magic. And they want people to fucking think about it. They want people to go down that road of the atoms. What evidence have we got for the atoms? Okay, you're going to say, what about quantum computing, Matt? They literally flip a cesium atom. Oh, do they? Flip? Like as in like a magnet flip, north and south. So it's not magnet then, because it's all magnets. That's what's making my computer work. Just downscale the magnet to a very, very small pack, and then that is what you're getting, I think, okay? But housed in a geometry that is your production. So the geometry that you perceive and the fractal nature of reality is your construct. It's there, you're making it. And I have proved this to myself so many times that I am doing this, and I am doing it. And I'm not doing it and having to wait, like quantum mechanics tell you, for the wave function to collapse. I mean, I'm doing it instantaneously. I'm glitching instantaneously. So yeah, the wave particle duality, and then wow, reality's not here unless we can see it, man. Fucking hell. If a tree falls in the woods and there's no one there to hear it, will it make a sound? And all of these weird paradoxes, like head fuck paradoxes, like Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger's who gives a fuck cat. And why use a cat? That's a bit cruel, isn't it? Why didn't we use Schrodinger? Schrodinger was in the box with poison. Was he alive? Was he dead? That would have been better. Just saying, So have I an inherent dislike towards science priests? Yes, because in the old world of Zoroastrianism, which is exactly the same people, okay, they practiced black magic. The language, the coding behind the language, how to interact with the medium that I'm telling you about. They're using sigils, they're using slogans, they're using specific techniques in hacking consciousness, but that's okay because we can do it too. Okay, but like I said, you got to regulate. Can't let that thing go wild. So yeah, we're going to go and look into the world of quantum mechanics. Who fancies doing that? Let's give you a few shouts, and let's see how this goes. Good to see you, JT. What's going on? They don't want you to see the fence. Oh, thank you, Cuddy. I'm glad you agree. But, I'm going to give you persuasive evidence, as in there is no evidence for what they're saying. So this is along the same lines as, globes. Sorry, globes, okay. I haven't seen one in my objective reality. No, we show you pictures. No, I mean with my own eyes, okay. And then there's like satellites. They're all CGI. And all of the other things that they tell us, like dinosaurs and everything, it's all like CGI. Germs. CGI, what else is CGI? Oh yeah, the atoms are CGI, but yet we all have to go with it. Okay, whatever. I appreciate things radiate, but wood, when it burns, also radiates. Is that not the case? Ryan, good to see you. Weasel, good to see you, my man. Okay, so yeah, roll up, and roll up, and roll up. Muchas gracias, senor. Es Clown Shoes. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hit the like button and all of that. What? Yes. Do that. What? Okay. Matrix. So yeah, Carlson Tucker. So yeah, we had a big shout. Somebody was saying much love to Henry Novak and all of that. Yeah, it's been an absolute travesty of justice in Britain. Absolutely appalling what is going on. Nobody feels safe anymore. I don't even want to go to the shops anymore. I don't know what the fuck. And everyone else feels the same as well. So something's got to break. And that was pretty bad. Really, really bad, actually. Heartbreaking. And as you know, I got an affinity with the Polish people. I love them very much. I hope they bring plane loads of lovely Polish people over to come and support our cause. Van Heim, because I really love the Polish. Some of the most beautifulest women in the world live in Poland. I know I say that for every country, but in that case, it might be true. How is the rice machine going? Don't know what that is, but it sounds really jolly. Hi, Joe. Jay. And our beautiful hippie shakers in the house, bringing hippie vibes, which we're going to do a bit later on in the show. We got comedy, we got hippie vibes. We're going to look at war, but not in a miserable sense. I'm going to call it out for what it is. Watch the Oppenheimer movie, the youngest son, when the others fucking wah. I can't stand them. I can't even look at Oppenheimer. It makes me want to vomit. It's like, oh, just sick a little. And what they did to humanity, you know, any goods come from Einstein's theories of relativity. So what have quantum mechanics ever done for you? That mesh your head up in a world of fucking voodoo and black magic. Fuck that. No, I worked it out, and then I was like, hang on a minute. All these people are all scratching one another's backs. Hang on a minute. They're all making shit tons of money out of quantum mechanics. Hang on a minute. So it's like Brian Greene, documentary, Hollywood, anything he says goes, because he's proper clever, yeah? It's Brian Greene, you know? He's a quantum physicist, yeah? You're going to argue with somebody who's a quantum physicist? Whatever. They just think if they flash the old quantum mechanics card, they said, you know, that they're infinitely more intelligent. Whirl of Bliss, good to see you, sweetness. Whatever. Yeah, I got a good memory too. I got a photo. The neatest thing you got to a photographic memory, if there is such a thing. Dr. Bass is in the house. Good to see my friend. And we got Cheryl Davis. It's not you, Cheryl Davis, because you spell the name differently. I got a friend, Cheryl Davis. Atoms, interchangeable, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to get a lot of that. Well, I'm telling you what I think they are anyway, which I've said quite way back, that I think this place is sort of a mathematical construct, and I'm going to look at that. Although I think there is something going on, and I think this is us doing it. I think it's all us doing it, because I think this is a place of mind. If there is a universe, then they're all dead. I'm missing, because I don't think it is there. I'm hazarding that there is no need for, in an energy saving system, to have the external world out there beyond my visible reach. It's no need to enter it, so it's not there. So not all I can see, and my awareness and my chi energy, and my connection to the electromagnetic field, which is what you sense when you get a buzz and a resonance. What I taught you is what I'm reaching through. It's a web, electromagnetics, and they call it spooky action at a distance. Okay, but it's really a cover story, because if you noticed how many Hollywood programs or TV series talk about superhumans. It's like so many series, isn't there? There's like the Guardians of the Galaxy, or Superman, or now there's Supergirl, and now, you know, just endless amounts of The Boys, that Spider Noir thing. It's like they're showing you that they're, through experiments, that there are certain people in a population that have superhuman abilities. What if there was an ongoing experiment that was happening, and they were trying to, you know, sniff out, yeah, who was the people with superhuman abilities in the population? And maybe the people who are in the population, because of MK Ultra, don't really even realize that they have superhuman abilities. And now, with the awakening, the war that's ongoing of spirituality at first, now we got psychopathic, you know what, looking at us constantly, making decisions, horrible, actually. That's got ongoing. So we're just getting to grips with that. Funny feeling time. Anyway, whatever. So yeah, ongoing spiritual battle. And it's not just hearts and minds, it is literally the future of humanity. We're in between resets, guys. We're in a post-apocalyptic society, the later throes. We're literally like cavemen. Our technology is fucking shit compared to the technology that would be available to us. Where's my fucking flying car? Where's my teleporter? Where's any of my shit? My multi-dimensional teleporter? Where is my stuff? Well, it's not there, is it? Because it's infinitely retarded. It is literally stupid state. Everything has gone infinitely stupid again, like another level of stupid since the last 5 years or something. Yeah, because something is happening now. they say that there is a change and it happens in their calendar between every 10,000, 20,000 years, that there's a solar event and then everything changes and you get cataclysmic. They even state that in the official narrative. Well, I'm saying that it's not that long. And I'm saying that we are in the later throes of being like just out of Mad Max Barter room, where there's been flights for power. And then this is the structure of Rome as it is at the moment, Phoenicia. And then what's coming down the road is like civil unrest, extra loss of our freedoms, 15-minute cities. They're making it so horrible for us to go out in Britain right now. It's really, and I know other countries are the same, it's really horrible. So that is where they're going with it. And worse. And so this is the crossroads of humanity, whether they get a fucking backbone and save themselves, or they throw away their entire futures and their grandkids' futures and their ancestors' futures away to some technocratic slavedom, which I do not want to do myself personally, and I don't want to leave the world to that fucking shitstorm that they're planning. And it's literally being rolled out super duper quick as well, which is the alarming thing about it. And a part of their, their science bullshit is definitely a big one, is quantum mechanics. It gives bearing to all of the money they soak in for CERN, doesn't it? And CERN, what does CERN do? Well, CERN smashes atoms together, apparently, to reenact the Big Bang, the Big Bang that exploded, apparently, everywhere all at the same time. And then they collect particles like muons and gluons and fucking who gives a shit ons. And then you can get a big cheesy grin of Brian Cotler's Cox talking about these fucking quantum zoos and atoms endlessly, which again gives me massive doubt. I don't know why I'm such a non-trusting person, but when these people start talking, I sort of cloud over and think, oh, here we go. It's like fucking Trumpton. It's like really, really stupid. It's like watching, the Fraggles, that's the scientists. They're not on Fraggle Rock. Dad cares away down Fraggle Rock. That's what they are. They're Fraggles. I think I've nailed it. So what's going on, crewman? It's the end of the same in the 90s for us, Sheard and Tevet. Now, I think that the climate will be quantum arseholes. David Lone says it's going to be more erratic with the weather, that's for sure. Will it be unlivable? And then, they got all these bunkers, they're going to fuck off downstairs. AI is going to steal the water of what's left, which is definitely what is going to happen. It'll be the war of the water, because we're dead in 3 days without it. Shit. And AI is not going to go easy. I think it'll do whatever it needs to do to ensure that water supply and that power supply, guys. Yeah, and I don't think people are even going to come into it. You've all seen fucking Terminator, and you know how this shit goes down, guys. I think that you should get rid of AI right now before it's too late. That's what I think. And the internet, fuck it, at this stage, it's been turned out to be the worst thing that ever happened to humanity, guys. We've lost all human interactions. The way we used to interact with people, the trust is gone. Now there's a load of wow, fucking wankers behind their keyboards talking bollocks all day. Nasty, really nasty place. I noticed early on when I started talking about flat earth and it brought out all these really narcissistic people coming at me saying terrible things. I was like, uh-oh. But then it was good for us, psychological study of how humans behave. And the internet really did bring that out in people. So I studied that and let it play out for a bit to see how ugly actually people could get. And about as ugly as you could possibly imagine in my case. So there's that. So, but it's for lessons to be learned and for me to learn about this whole game, which is what it is. Okay, it's a game with winning your minds. And science priests are not trustworthy, is in my experience from all these years of what I've looked into, and my understandings or understandings of quantum mechanics before I even come on the scene of flat Earth. I was like addicted to like Amit Goswami books. So physicists have put this forward, all PhDs and, you know, geniuses in their fields, probably quants. They probably have got a Nobel Peace Prize, some of the people that have proposed this little map. Well, it looks like the W map, doesn't it? The map that proposes the electromagnetic background of the universe that they shit out years ago, which is absolutely pathetic. Oh yeah, there's blobs over there. That means there's loads of empty space and voids. Anyway, so this is much more how I see or how I perceive the reality. There is a geometricness to it. And I know that I have definitely had a lot more psychedelics than any of these physicists. Well, maybe not the case in Carl Sagan's. I don't know though. So I'm saying that I've seen it when I was really young, and it's never gone away. And I know that I can interact with it, but I have to be super careful because of my mood. Like if I'm in a stinky mood, which does happen, yeah, it'll go to shit and come back quick. And I just can't do that. I can't even take the risk of letting my vibration drop because of how I might affect the field, like the whole field. So I see, you know, this is an infinitely deep codex, and it goes infinitely deep, okay? But it is only fractal, and then it will repeat itself, yeah, on a loop, like a Klein bottle. That's what's going on. And they're telling us that it is these little solar systems, electrons. Oh, right, okay. So what we're seeing here are apparently images of atoms. This is all you can get, really. So these are not actual photos because they can't give us a photo for these reasons. Now, we all know about Rutherford, and we all know about Ernest Rutherford, and he apparently discovered the atom, and then it all sprang out of that, they reckon, but it was obviously way back in antiquity. And then you got Niels Bohr with his Copenhagen interpretation of quantum mechanics, then later, turn of the century, Einstein, wow. So these, what are they? Well, apparently, yeah, this isn't a photograph because that's not possible. These are reconstructions of electron interactions, what they think it might be like when they do planets on fucking searches, which are all CGI. They like to show you the hydrogen atom, or what we think the hydrogen atom would look like, and it would be all uniformic. It would be like a beehive. It would have a construct like that, just like proper geometry. Okay, is that the case? Can we see that? No, because nobody can see it, because atoms are far smaller than the wavelength of visible light. So it would be completely impossible to see anything down on that level. Or even with these cameras or magnifying glasses or microscopes, which are the TEM microscopes, which are the strongest microscopes in the world, can't show us an atom because they're too small. But what they can do is tell you where they are. Oh, they're there. They're there. They're not there because the electron's in two places at the same time. Here we go again with the fucking weirdness. It's like, what? So, yeah, Rutherford, anyway, no, sorry, he disclosed the electron. Now, the electron, they said, first of all, was the nucleus, wasn't it? Yeah, and then you had the solar system of electrons going around it like that, sort of pushing the solar system model. But then they changed it a little bit later then into electronic fog. And these electrons, oh yeah, they exist over there, they exist over there. You tickle one, the other one giggles. It's all very weird in the world of electrons. Can I prove any of this? No. Can I prove a particle, or as I like to call them, a farticle? No. Like a photon, for example, almost massless packet of light. Can I actually prove that in any way whatsoever, in any regard outside of mathematical construct? No, that's right. I can't, because that's where it all exists. Similar to the globe model, actually. So what technologies are we looking at? Well, definitely irradiated materials like uranium would probably heat water because this metal irradiates hotness, okay? Heat. Wood does the same, and loads of other products. Does that mean that it's fucking atoms? Does it? I don't even like the word atom. It sounds so them. Atom. So, well, fuck off, atom. Yeah. So yeah, I'm taking the atoms away here today on Flat Earth British. I'm taking quantum mechanics away. Yeah. And I'm afraid, I'm not afraid. I'm very unafraid that I won't be giving them back anytime soon, ever. And I'm going to be here a long time, as you know. Over and over and over again. Just share some pictures. So these are apparently atoms, but they're not because it is impossible to see them, as I say. So yeah, in the weird world of atoms, let me just get brainwashed by that piano music. It's actually killing my head. I'm trying to fucking nothing in our universe or in our reality ever contacts anything, according to them again, because they're all weird. This is another counterintuitive bullshit thing they tell us. Okay. So you've got a basketball and you bounce it on the floor of the basketball court. Yeah. Well, the ball never, ever touches the floor because the electrical bondings of the atoms of the floor and the electrical bondings of the ball just bounce off of one another. Nothing ever connects. Okay, so nothing ever touches anything. That means you've never touched your significant other. Nobody has ever touched anything. That's what quantum mechanics wants us to believe. Okay, so nothing ever touches anything, and everything come out of nothing. They say to an ever expanding and accelerating universe. Do you see what I mean, guys? Just by saying those words, it's really, really fucking stupid, isn't it? And it's Toy Town, isn't it? It's like, why am I even saying it? Why did I spend all those years believing it? Because I didn't know better. I didn't know I could, well, I can think for myself, and I can think that this is absolute bollocks, even though they got the weight of academia breathing down my neck, all them PhDs. These are really smart people, man. Well, they're not. It just means their family, they're entitled as fuck and got pushed through an Ivy League education, and they probably just got good memories, and they're not significantly intelligent, a bit like American presidents, except for the Bush, Trumpsky. Trumpsky's got definite modicum of intelligence, but the other ones fucking dull as dishwasher, I'm afraid, especially Carter. So I fucking hell. I wonder how they even managed to get it all together, but they're actors. That's all you need is to be able to do act. You don't need multi-talent to be able to pull that off, do you? Anyway, so I'm saying that like all of this trouble that's happened since Einstein, we'll just go with relativity, has happened. And then all atom bombs and hydrogen bombs and all them years of the Cold War and digging bunkers, everyone's shitting themselves in case they get their face melted off. But it's all right because you can hide under the table. What I really think is going on. I had to ask AI, I don't even know why I bother anymore, to construct an image of what I think is going on. So I think that rather than there being an atom, so to speak, a nucleus, electrons floating around the nucleus, I think that there is a magnet, a switch. And it's tiny, 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 tiny. And they got an inertia plane, just the same as the place where we're standing on, yeah, the inertia plane. And the two torus fields, the donut it, all is torus fields, okay? Magnetic fields you can't see, guys, but they're permeating everything. Like radio waves are permeating everything. Magnetism is something that we have control over, which is why it's called magic. They're not going to tell you about this. They're not going to tell you the field that you perceive you can fully interact with and change at your will and discretion. They don't want you to know that, do they? It's a bit far-fetched. Is that what you think? This is what an atom would look like. Okay, two opposing toruses. This is exactly flat Earth. Okay, this is Mount Meru, north and south. Okay, and the torus fields that are the same in all of nature as well. a microcosm. It's a nice little image. I might use that as a thumbnail later on. So they give us cellular reproduction. The atom starts and then it reproduces 2, 4, 6, 8, 16. Flower of life, wadam life, wah, 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 baby. Again, in the objective reality, is any of this actually substantiated? Well, molecularly, yeah. But the atom switching from that and then the initiation of birth and the growth of a molecular cell is far-fetched. And again, this is another thing they say, is it just appears out of nowhere, a bit like a fruit fly. So codex, now all of the ancients know about the codex and they know how to hack reality. They done it with phonetics and the alphabet. As you know, the words we say are spells, as you know, and all of the legal system and the financial system is all based on this same fundamental of dark magic. The Babylonian alphabet is them. And as you can see, they got a selection of images to represent each number, but the images themselves are what look like locks, and that is for a reason, because they are a codex, they are a code, and they literally look like code. They look like computer code, just like the I Ching. The Chinese I Ching is code. It's ones and fucking zeros. The I Ching is ones and zeros. Binary, guys. So maybe a portal in the future, spin reactor, magnet crystal, nano zinc wires, crystal magnet, off we go, spin reactor, boom, out of here. Might be nice. We'd have to need a whole lot of power, I'm afraid, considerable amount of power. So again, locked into the words and the language. Is the Japanese alphabet based on ancient Hebrew? Well, some say the Welsh are the Hebrews and the language of the Welsh is the Hebrews. They're missing civilization, by the way, but Japanese and Hebrew are unmistakably, there's only a few different variations there, but most designations are identical with Japanese and Hebrew. How so? Well, it's all very clever. It's along the lines of past syntax, but it's deeper than that. It literally structures the mind, the construct, and literally this is another form of MK Ultra. All of it is. I'm not buying this actually, but it is interesting that they put this out there. It's a cross section of DNA. Again, ooh, can you actually photograph DNA? It's the flower of life, the Holzer-Golden ratio. Well, I have seen electromagnetic experiments with a Farah and a Farah, which is nothing to do with DNA, exhibits at the bottom. Maybe Cami Nodell is in the chat, or Zakage, which can verify this, a perfect flower of life. And has nothing to do with the DNA. It exhibits the geometry, which is already there. Okay, it's just, I'll show you along the way. So if people knew how thoughts affected their health, so that is why a lot of people get poorly, is through fear. It's the bottom line. And fear is the bottom line. And this is what's going on. The fear of this, that, and the other, you construct it. Listen, I used to do it, guys. And I used to get this feeling, and I used to get, and then I started to get sick all over a worry. We've all done it, guys. So why does that happen? Why does the placebo effect happen? Because of the power of our minds, guys, is so powerful. So yeah, this is unmistakable right the way through reality, art, the human body, everything is pi and the golden ratio. And this is unmistakable in our reality in seashells. And it's just, how can it possibly be? It can't be a psyop. It is given to us by them because this can be verified if you're smart enough for calculus. So how is it that this whole place is actually coded like the film The Matrix? Does that suggest that this place has been put together by a superior mind, or is it a spotty teenager in the future who's got a shitty attitude and is playing, you know, like one of those build civilization games they have? This one's a super advanced version. We're in it. Yeah, that would suck, actually. Cymatics, sound, being visible, again, coming out of the geometry, showing you that the vibration, this place is oscillating, you know, there's not really people out there, they're just energies, they're wave functions, apparently according to them, but they're oscillating, aren't they, at high speed, which gives it a, you know, the appearance of being three-dimensional reality, which it actually isn't, apparently. So it's not very complicated, but somatic, so we're made of water, and as you know, the spoken word, I'm down with that as a reality, and I have seen evidence of that in my own life. So yeah, they use it against us. Technology is modern magic, electrical conjuring, yeah, and they are using within the design of the motherboard and all of the spookiness within our computer, demon summoning sigils, which are frequencies you can see here, which if you overlay on that geometry, it charges that geometry to that specific outcome, which is bad, but also good because we know what they're doing and we can actually counteract that by the knowledge of knowing what they're doing with the sigils, because our thoughts are stronger. So once you recognize it, which is 9/10 of the battle, you can override that, it becomes a hack, and then you can literally dictate the reality. It's almost like telekinesis, or even more powerful, really, is being able to do that. That's what they don't want everyone doing, because, you know, a world full of, you know, superhuman, stupid people, that would not be good, would it? You're going to have superhuman, nice people, kind, at least. So yeah, they say that they knocked up these things, atom bombs. They did them in garden sheds. Oppenheimer, he's so fucking clever. Implosion technique. They've, yeah, there it is. Yeah. So they dropped this on Hiroshima, but look at it where they put it. It's the biggest investment in human history next to the moon landings, and then literally, yeah, they did it in a garden shed. Yeah, okay. Well, people will believe anything. So there's us in there somewhere. I think our inertia plane is where the solar plexus is, and it comes over to the crown chakra, the magnetic field, and it goes back in again, and it passes through simultaneously like this, exactly the same way as Mount Meru, north and south, operate. It's amazing that we work the same as the place where we live. I find that fascinating and amazing. Snowflakes exhibit the geometry that's already there. Fucking sweet, nothing to do with atoms, because like each one exhibits a different frequency, because the place is all oscillating frequencies and energy. Well, they hijack everything. So this is the Babylonian tablets, and as you can see, it is literally code. Literally code. The ancient Babylonians are using ancient, what looks like computer code, because it probably is. So it is a fluid place that we're living in, but it's definitely electric has some sort of fluidic properties if you look at it here, and it could be thought of as a fluid actually. But I think that it is electric universe theory is correct on many things, but I definitely think there's more going on, because what people, or a lot of science and modern thinking excludes is our supernatural abilities, guys, and the power of the mind, which is infinite and untapped. You know, they say we only use 10% of our minds. Maybe that is being done deliberately to all of humanity through one circumstance after another, that, as they say, well, imagine like in the film Lucy, we could activate 100% of our brain capacity. Well, I think that's all just a psyop. We can't, again, verify that in the real world. I'm thinking that it's down to us, what we wake up in our minds, the elasticity of the mind, where we put our thinking, our awareness. To me, it's with intellectual exploration, and like some of it is obscure, but we have to go to these places. I have to land myself mentally in some really obscure territory to be able to get to the answers, you know? And also the way I live my life as well, so that my mind will, you know, be able to get to these places, these answers. So whales, naturally a deer. to the Fibonacci. Whales naturally adhere to the construct of this place. Funny dogs, they'll turn twice, lay down. Cats will do it. Do you know who don't do it? Human beings, the only ones, guys. Most animals will do it, even birds. So yeah, there's all of these weird mathematical things that show you as a construct, like this mathematical thing here, which comes to all of these calculations, which is seemingly impossible, but it all happens. And that in itself, and lots of numerology behind it all, sort of pushes towards that this place has to be a mathematical construct. Who's doing it? So these are Russian, but what they are is pots. But you can see these experiments in cymatics have been painted. So even in ancient times, they knew or understood about being able to see sound and cymatics and vibrations in ancient cultures here. For coincidentally, that symbol there you can see is actually tattooed on my arm here, identical. It's a cross with 4 dots like that. So it's also Mount Meru North, Mount Meru South, the inertia plane, and the 4 angels. I've already got it tattooed on my hand before I even wrote about it. And now you see these all over culture is where indigenous peoples know all about. In Hungary, they know the 4 angels. And Mayans know it. In Myanmar, they know about it. In Pakistan, they know about it. In India, they know about it. Everywhere in the world, the 4 angels. How so? If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch Greatest Secret Never Told. That is beyond any shadow of a doubt evidence of what this place is. Interesting here, this little excerpt from a book. Sorry, the front bit, I think, is passengers of the death into the sky at speeds far beyond those attained by power-driven shells. So it's about ballistics. Seem likely for the next war. In fact, they're gone supersonic, hypersonic. Using for propulsion magnetic fields. So powerful that when they are short-circuited, they produce miniature earthquakes. That's what they propose for the weapons of the future. Miniature earthquakes. Yeah, no shit. So yeah, an experiment here, Cavendish Laboratories, they've had a lot to do with it all as well, haven't they? The Cavendish Laboratory. England, in his attempt to disrupt the atom, has produced magnetic fields so powerful that they explode. The coils that produce them. Okay, so we could look at that another way, couldn't we? That it's actually the magnetic field, just as it says. You don't really need that atom because that's a magnet that is happening, and the flipping of a magnet could cause some problems. This man has finally revealed the secret of the magnetic gun, so long anticipated by the ballistic experts, Kabalistic, and his electrical gun, which I got images of, by the way. Plasma lamps, and it says here primary entities of electricity. Funny that they say primary entities in electrical thinking, like that they're entities. They think of it as God, Devu in the past. They think of it as white, pure, powerful, all-powerful, kill you stone dead stuff, just like God. God is like made electricity. What is it really? Plasma. But what is it really when you get down to it? Us. We are electric. If you drop dead, they'll bring you back to life with one of those clear. We are electrical beings, guys. We're all electric. Our friend's electric. So I don't know what this invention is. Somebody knocked up in the cupboard, but I do like obscure, crazy inventions. My son would love to make crazy inventions as well. He's like Caractacus Potts, the weird inventor. Only I just leave him to it. It's beyond me stuff. Radiolariums are interesting, but that's a cross section again, apparently, of DNA, and it's showing the flower of life. Obviously, looks real enough, CGI maybe, but it shows the structure of the geometry in this place. It's a nice little image of the tree of life, which is in the middle, which could be a giant tree chopped down, fossilized, and then it becomes Mount Meru, which is just a bit of a tree. So do you think they knew about mathematics to that level? Well, they did, because it's all encoded stuff to do with the Pyramid of Giza, you probably may or may not know, and all of this mathematics with the perspective. You have to be in that specific spot to be able to do that. So let me just come up to the next images. I think that's it for them. So seeing reality. Now, this has been flying around, but I've done this donkeys years ago. These fuckers are so young. So these millennials, innit? They don't know shit. So DMT laser experiments. So having DMT and looking at down a laser, you can see code. Well, fuck you now. No shit, Sherlock. So yeah, that's been flying around, as you can see on the internet. That's the new cash cow for them. But yeah, like I said, that is like 40-year-old, 30-year-old stuff. Got rehashed. Okay, excuse me. Let me get through to these images. So yeah, no, like I said, quantum teleportation. Would that even be possible to be able to to be able to take apart a molecule at a time and reassemble you somewhere else, and make you disappear and reappear somewhere else in like what they call subspace or the void, which possibly is the only space that does exist, is that place where the TVA exist and the time cops. You can't go run amok when you're doing time traveling and stuff, because like it all go to shit quick. Okay, guys. So there are like probably strict rules and stuff, and nice clothes as well. Green women, probably. I don't know about that though. So yeah, that's probably what we really look like. But the principles of our human body I'll talk about in a minute. I think they're holographic. I think it's all tensor hologram when you get right down to it. So the people who built this architecture definitely know what the construct is, because they're showing you what it looks like. Really deep down, it looks just like that, or like that. That's really beautiful. Very, very trippy too. Again, you can see an inertia plane. It is facing the other way, but the magnet north and south, and the literal magnetic disturbance or propagation around it is happening. So yeah, ancient churches, mosques, that sort of thing, they know about that, and they put it into the fractal geometry, shaped perfectly. Mathematics off the radar. How they doing it, I don't know. It's supposed to be the ancient world. It's news to me. Cathedrals, they're doing exactly the same. It is like just probably a little bit beyond our understanding right now, overstanding right now, but definitely getting to what is going on, I think. So the human mind. Now, I've always been a big purveyor in the elasticity of the mind, because my mother had senile dementia, man. And I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, man, because that is just fucking crazy that happens to people, where they go from completely all right to like just fucking away with the fairies. It's the cruelest thing. Anyone, my sympathies to anyone who's gone through that or going through that, because I know a lot of us do. So why does it happen? Well, you can blame the aluminium in the cups of tea that they're drinking, or a whole load of things. But I think if you keep the mind active and keep pushing every day with new ideas and new, things to think about, new projects, new hobbies, new things to do, walking, it doesn't even matter as long as you keep your mind busy. And then you'll get new neural pathways, and the mind will just light up, man. Listen, it just lights up. And that's what you got to keep on doing. Sitting there waiting for God. I wouldn't do that anyway. Yeah. And sitting there watching TV, waiting for something to happen, that ain't happening either. Because you got to get out there. You got to break pattern. Yeah. Once you break pattern, that reality then is your timeline. Yeah, it's not part of their construct. It's your construct, because you just that's tapping that, and you just fucking walked off it. It's like, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Like that, and then you do what you want to do without all weird limitations and constrictions by the reality, and then your hacks will work. So, what do you want in your hacks? Well, you want abundance, you want really good health, and you want to look good. All the other stuff is incidental. Okay, that's what you want. Stay young, reverse the aging process. That's what you want to do. So yeah, it's some electronic or lit up with light examples of cymatics, but it's a similar thing what they're putting into architecture as well. But cathedrals are a living sound. The whole thing is a construct, as you, an amazing construct. Angels, let's have a look at this. Angels' wings open. I definitely don't think angels are angles, and angel arc electricity. So these electrical forces within the construct that do exist because they can interact with you. And demons are exactly the same. Yeah, electrical entities within the constructs. How many horror films do you see where they come through electricity? Carry on, don't go into the television. Poof, well, portal television into a subspace void place where there's nasty entities. Can you recall? Flower of life. Now, when you look down a fasces this way down, you will see a flower of life as well. Okay, and I think that the whole place is a tensor hologram being projected probably by the sun, and it goes through a refresh rate. And in that interim period, the whole world, well, it's flooded and ends. But it's okay. It's all good. Listen, the elites, they got to go somewhere else, like Antarctica, because I tell you what, if you've watched the series Fallout, yeah, bunkers ain't safe bet, because they go crazy shit. And then they like have famines and something goes wrong, the water goes wrong, famine goes wrong, you know, red spite might eat all the cannabis. What's the point in living then? Yeah. And things go wrong. So yeah, they're fucked. And if you find the air duct in and out, block that off, they're done for. So yeah, that's not a good strategy. Bunkers are not a good strategy. No matter how deep down they go, they're not a good strategy. That's what I think. People seem to want a time scale for when this sort of thing's happening. Well, it's definitely huge climatic changes in my lifetime. Well, I can't even remember the last time I seen snow. Years ago. It's crazy. Used to be every year, thick as fuck. No. It's all gone warm and muggy and damp and jungly. It's like so fucking British. Except that it's wet. So yeah, fractal. So all of nature is fractal. Leaves, trees, all of it. It's all replicating. The trees are the best example of replicating fractal geometry. Let's have a look at these beautiful representations. So we've all seen the Mandelbrot set. Unfortunately, it was brought to us by one of theirs again, Clark, Arthur C. Clarke, who was the guy who first proposed satellites. So there's that. But yeah, it was really interesting to see 16 in of the Mandelbrot set. The first time I saw that, my head flipped right the fuck out. I was like, oh yeah. And all of these arms that break out, it's like each one of them is a different reality, and you can flip from one to the other. That's down to you about your ability to jump between these realities. Like today, you in this reality, but it's like, well, I think I could do better than that. And then you jump into another reality and another timeline with a better outcome, like that, like that. Does that sound fantastical? Well, I think that's what's happening. And the timelines are all to smush and nothing makes sense anymore. The whole world's coming apart and humanity is in dire straits. And the weather's doing one worldwide. Really, really unusual weather, and noticeably so. You know, earthquakes increase, the whole thing. But we'll keep an eye on it. The world that they built was temporary, so they didn't build anything to last. That should give you a bit of a warning. It's like, oh yeah, fucking hell, breeze block and fucking wrought iron, and just not wrought iron. What's it called? Paneling. Anyway. But then built not to last, guys. Is, you know, if there is a reset and this place gets wiped out, then fucking units and like places like, you know, Walmart and places like that, there's just going to be nothing left of them because they're all breeze block and fucking corrugated steel. Sorry, that's what I was saying, you know. This is my only Coca-Cola in the week. Yes, I know it's poison, okay, but I don't actually care because this is me having some sugar and giving me the ability to talk to you. Otherwise, I might be falling asleep in this damp bleeding weather. So there's that. So there you are, Mandelbrot set, showing you the nature of what's really going on. Doesn't include atoms in that, though, does it? Planck level is stranger again. What they say is going on down there. What they fucking think they're telling us is unbelievable. All of it is counterintuitive because it's meant to be. So there's the synapses. So you can just ping, 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 ping them. See, I wouldn't advise anyone to go like if they were unwell, they're like doctors or anything. Just find yourself a good dealer. Sort it out. Not really. So the elasticity of the brain is a biggie. I'm definitely on with that. And being kind, changing the structure of the water of the body to a divine state. I'm down with that. And interacting with everyone in my reality with that state. Although I'm walking around and I'm getting stink eye off of the new populace, which I'm not too happy about. That might not be fucking funny in the future. But it's not about me. So there's that. And I'm just passing through as well. Yeah. If they're not down with my love vibe, yeah. That, you know, obviously if anyone comes at me, it'd be fucking different love vibe. So there's that. That looks like speaker music coming at me. You can see speakers light up and they look a bit like that. But yeah, this is what's really going on when you get down to it. So where does it all come from? Yeah, where does all of this come from? Because it's not atoms, is it? What do you want me to tell you? I already told you earlier. You. It all comes from you. There's already this thing here, and then we're here interacting with it. It's like it's a perfect symbiosis that's been designed for us. And the powers that should not be realize this and know all about this, and they've used every tool at their ability to suppress what we were before in Tataria. Okay, what we were before. That's what it's all about suppressing. Superhumans. So yeah, there's the lattice work of the human body, nerve systems, nerve endings, which are like electrical wires. They are electrical wires because they are fiber optic wires. And this is what's going on with the humans. I think the mind is holographic. I think it's all holographic by nature, guys. Giving it looks solid, doesn't it? But it ain't solid. I can assure you that this place is way malleable. In the human body, and it looks exactly like a cabbage or a leaf, or lung alveoli is amazing as well. All nature exhibiting. Look at these. They look exactly like fiber optic communications. This is the neural endings. Sparking away, color coded. Just light the fuck up. Light it all up. You can do it. We're only stopping ourselves. That's the thing about this, is we are only stopping ourselves and limiting ourselves. Yeah, we just don't go, okay, I got that super ability, I can do that, and just do it. And just do it. Yeah, just light it up. So that's vitamin C under a microscope. It's got a nice little geometric structure to it. I'll give it that. And vitamin C is quite nice as well. Not too much of it though, because it makes you sober straight. Geometric windows in churches. So the technology of churches themselves was this technology, actually, of shifting consciousness through sound and vibration to a better place, healing, or maybe in some regards not, like mind control. I love spiders. I really love spiders. They're awesome. I saved a spider and moved him out into my passage. Now he's making a yummy little nest in the corner. He's welcome to stay, as long as you don't eat my mouse. Have you seen what happens to spiders when you give them cannabis or different things? Have you seen it? They build like amazing structured webs. But yeah, wow. I'd love to be able to produce steel. So yeah, baby embryos of all different animals, from pigs to humans, all do the old Fibonacci, and you got the octopus and plants and leaves before they open, and cacti and dandelions, sunflowers. And I don't like this galaxy bullshit. You fuck off with that. But a nice little hurricane that probably is also spiraling in a Fibonacci-esque way. So yeah, how is that even possible? I don't know. It's completely beyond me. It just sort of suggests that the people that could, the controllers or the people that operate this place definitely know this is the building of a building, and they've incorporated God's ratio in its construction, which they're doing with a lot of buildings, actually. Turn on your mind, relax, and float downstream. It is not dying. Oh, I shit myself. So yeah, the world of psychedelics shows you, I reckon, what the construct is, but I wouldn't advise that for everyone, obviously, or anyone, because, you know, got to be in a certain mental state for that. So yeah, this is star thoughts. You probably know about star thoughts. I have star thoughts. Excuse me, it seems to be people outside. Oh, it's a fucking gang again. I got a gang of kids that keep coming down the street pissing around. I don't know why they're coming down here. There's nothing down here. So yeah, star thoughts and snowdrops look similar, but like the different charges of the different expressions, like eternal love and gratitude. But like if you say you suck or hate or anything, they're like big blobs, so to speak. Geometric ceilings, how are they doing this up on the top? Well, probably reflecting it up from geometry exhibited in water, lights underneath, up on the ceiling, getting with a paintbrush, or just do a template. That's what I do anyway. Excuse me. Super trippy. And that's the Taj Mahal ceiling. Wow, look at the Taj Mahal. Flower of life going on. So yeah, like I said, they've known about this stuff like information times, and it's nothing to do with quantum mechanics at all, because that is Kabalistic mysticism, which is black magic. And the people that talk about it, when you look at them, I get that buzz. They all got that same face. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Of course you do. I just said it. They've got that same untrustworthy face of science. We'll have a look at some scientists in a minute, make our minds up. Whew, that looks like some quantum teleportation device right there in this ceiling, doesn't it? Whew, like there's some energy that just goes to the middle bit, shoots out, and then poof, you come like literally, and then you're in another one of the devices, a church. From church to church, quantum jumping. Back, yeah. How did you ever used to watch Quantum Jump with Dean Stockwell? I used to love Quantum Leap. He had Ziggy on this device, didn't he? He's like, Ziggy, what's the permeations of this one working out? And then every day he'd wake, or at the end, he'd look in a mirror, he'd be like either Marilyn Monroe or JFK or whoever, Elvis. And he'd go, oh boy. Yeah, that series worth watching. So yeah, Rudy Can't Fail came out with radiolariums, small microscopic sea creatures which exhibit like actual architecture, and possibly because everything's really copied, like the beaver dams, pyramids, beaver dams, etc. It's all copied from nature. So yeah, snowdrops are really nice, aren't they? And icicles and things, all exhibiting what the geometry really is doing. And as you know, the water experiments, which I've been talking about for years, I've tried to copy this myself, didn't get much results, but I didn't really give it my complete attention. Wow, she's got issues, hasn't she? For fucking hell. Excuse me. That is from my video from my book. So yeah, that's like the Farasel at the bottom of a Farasel, and that experiment shows you the flower of life. But that's through electromagnetic propagation, nothing to do with atoms whatsoever. And you can see the magnetic fields going through here simultaneously through this bounded coil, which is what happens. propagation is perpendicular to the magnetic field, as you probably know. Beautiful geometric shapes and ceilings. Don't know how they're producing this. Blah. That's a cosmic blurt. Cymatic patterns. Okay, let's move on. So I don't know many of you are watching. Welcome to this very good fine Sunday. In a time, in the future, somehow, somewhere. So yeah, mathematical construct. How is it not? If anyone can just tell me how this is a psyop, or if it is, or how is it possible for everything in the human body, everything in the human body to be associated with a golden ratio, and it's all mathematically aligned. And I'm not sure why she got a ball in her mouth and a chain. It's a bit much. Fucking hell. Phew. Yeah, I don't like that. This, and you notice the Buddhas do this as well, don't they? When they're doing that, and the Baphomet thing as well. So that gives you a Fibonacci. And here, the nose, the forehead, the mouth, the ear. The ears are good when it actually looks like a seashell, doesn't it? The old earage. And Leonardo da Vinci's dude, and he's put perfect mathematical construct into that figure. So yeah, all the things that adhere to the torus fields, fuck galaxies, excuse me, ocean waves do, horns, seahorses, shells, obviously, and growing ferns. Oh, I love it when they do that. I like to watch that, actually. And human beings as well. Human beings. How is that so? There's a coincidence. I'm not doing that to you guys. I wouldn't do that, but look at that. Coinky dink. Right there. So yeah, it's pretty undeniable. All of this is coded in with our reality. So I'm definitely thinking that all of reality is a construct. Mathematical, so something Pariya. But it's definitely here as something for us to interact with and get the best out of it. And we've been psyoped by the powers that should not be into not doing that, what we should be doing, which is trusting our intuition and this understanding the power of our mind. You know, people cure themselves from all sorts just by knowing, guys, just by knowing and the strength of the mind. Fingerprints. Everyone got their own individual ID, haven't they? Everyone in the world, and retinas as well. How so? That sort of screams that we've been tagged, isn't it? It does. Yeah. You know, I will never lose my girlfriend again because I'm going to get her tagged. That'd only be true if I had a girlfriend. And I probably wouldn't get her tagged. That's a good idea. Anyway, take all that back. So, yeah, Fibonacci, beautiful. Look at these. Ah, love nature. Love snails. Got some giant snails coming in later. Killer snails. Yeah, I'm not even joking. Yeah, killer snails. There they are. I love a snail shells. So slugs are homeless snails. So we should give them some, you know, credit where credit's due. And when they're dried, you can use them as a moustache, and you can fry them. No, you can't fry slugs. You'll die. Right. Let's have a look at some scientists. So what they do like splicing with human beings, cloning, nasty shit, man. I heard some person got from a certain country got pulled in Cyprus airport with a suitcase full of baby embryos, like fucking baby suitcase, basically shipping them somewhere. So there's all of that like trade in like undeveloped babies and stuff going on, and they're flying them out all that. It's that bad, right? So these fuckers, yeah, they don't give a shit about human life. Do you want me to give you an example? Yeah, 1915, gas, First World War. Yeah, it's like whole new level of shittiness when you're gassing and blinding vast amounts of people. Shooting them's one fucking thing, gassing them is another. Yeah, and even in later in the war, Second World War, but we're only talking about the First World War here. Anyway, did you know the troops in the First World War, yeah, were trained in jiu-jitsu, the British troops? So when they show you like films of them all like fucking doing in the trenches, beating one another up and stuff, they're not. They're like that. fucking ninjas. Yeah, doing jiu-jitsu in the fucking in the trenches. Did you know that? No, I know. And also in the Second World War, they were trained, you know, ahead of D-Day. Jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Ah, look at them. It's nothing to do with us anyway. It's their business, isn't it? As long as they don't like try and indoctrinate people, especially these new millennials who love all this shit. Yeah, they all are together. What bullshit should we make up today, Niels? Oh, well, I've got different interpretations of the same bullshit. This is my version. Things disappear and everywhere and nowhere. Everything, nothing. It's like, what? It's like, yeah, we got a cat. We just put it in a box. This is a good book. High potency synthetic bullshit. Debunking in my laboratory. So, yeah, I did have a little chemistry set at one stage, but radium, awesome. Sort you right the fuck out. Radium was an energy of the past they've overlooked, not told us about it being taken out, as we looked into extensively on this channel. The Stoner's Book of Elaborate Dabs Kits. How to set up your dab laboratory. How to Hide It in Mum's Basement by Robert Brent. It's good, isn't it? As long as you don't advance into crystal meth, because that would be really, really wrong. Let's find a cure for stupid people. The world of science. No, that's not actually possible. It's too late for that now, isn't it? It's too late for that. It's the fattenings. It's the fattenings and the stupidings of humanity, I'm afraid. The pussyinings of humanity. And when there is no going back, it's the pussyinings. This is Edison. He's doing some black magic and some voodoo. He's making some love potion for later tonight because Viagra haven't been invented yet. Experimental. Experimenter. Science and invention. The trees now talk. Literally connected it up, and then they went to put a lighter or a cigarette next to a tree like that. It's like, hey tree, do you like me to burn you with my cigarette? And the tree goes, and gives out a really high-pitched screech, which comes out of the speaker. So I thought, mate, don't hit the tree, bro. Listen, your salad is screaming at you. Yeah. Them radishes, not good. It's not good. Your cucumbers, oh my God, they're literally sobbing. You're going to eat me. It's all right, guys, don't worry. In the future, they will have bacon bombs. Bacon bombs are deadly, yeah? They explode and everybody gets covered in rashes. Don't worry. Scientists I would make a gas and air bong. I would invent the first gas and air fitted bong. So I can mix it all up together. Be absolutely fantastic. There he is. Because does anybody know what I am saying on the Blackbird? Anybody? And they say, no, because you're the super genius, the only one in the world that knows what that shit is. Goes, E equals MC squared. Would you like me to explain it to you? So I know, it's all right, we fucking know that one. We married his cousin. He's ugly too. Okay. It's perfectly normal for Einsteins to kiss their cousins. So here's another scientist. Electricity, just like getting Frankenstein back together. There's another Stein right there, like Einstein, Frankenstein. It's not Steinies going on, isn't there? Ugh. So yeah, science fuckers, science priests. They all look like they're into black magic and fucking orgies anyway, don't they? Look at them all. Oh yeah, electricity. You know, fucking eyes wide shut. Quantum Fasces bundle of dipsticks. Okay, so we got, I'm a little teapot. That's I'm not a scientist, I'm an engineer. And there's, oh, look who's in the middle there. Fancy rolling him out. Fucking can't even speak in a chair for fucking to support science bullshit. Oh my God, it's so stupid. Have you looked into the oh, I can't even be bothered. It's also stupid. So yeah, I'd like to do some experiments, like, and reenact the double split experiment in my bedroom. So these students were kept separate, but they are looking into physics, because in the world everyone was stupid and they literally segregated people. Weird. Okay, the electromagnetic spectrum. So yeah, here's a lot of science. Please, you got Mary Carey. So what does she have anything to do with? Yeah, radiation. That's right. What happened to her? Oh, she got radiation poisoning and died. It's pretty bad advert for radiation, but it sort of solidifies that shit's fucking going on, yeah? So there's that. And, well, you know, I don't know. Load of fucking physicists talking bollocks about bollocks. I excuse my language, not really. Dr. Defray, I've curried Harry Grindle. He was like, look at him. See them dark glasses? They all wear them mad scientists, yeah? She blinded me with science. Like Thomas Dolby and his album, The Earth is Flat. Did you ever see that? It's nothing to do with The Earth is Flat, though. Bit like The World is Flat by Friedman. I fucking read it, and it was about the finance. And they still put it out there. There's a Flat Earth book. Oh, so homunculus trees, building a full-size oak in a bottle. I'd like a full-size oak. So I have a diagnosis. You're a wanker. This is Takia, as you know. So let's have a look at Einstein slippers. Okay. He's got a funny little fuzzy face, haven't he? He's the cleverest man in the world. So actually, he was supposed to have said, what's it like to be the smartest man in the world, Einstein? He said, how should I know? Ask fucking Tesla. But I don't believe that was said. That's just part of the dialogue they give us. Okay. Nice slippers. I've got a picture of him also with a pair of lady shoes on. So that's his business. Okay, but fucking hell. Theory of special relativity, guys. Phew. So yeah, radium, the secret life of that radiates warmly. Love it. Get it on your Gregory Peck. Is it atoms? No. None of it's atoms. Can't prove it. All right, then. I know I'm going to have a lot of grizzling and wire along the way because people want their atoms and their quantum mechanics and their atom bombs. Well, you can keep them all, okay? But you've got to bring me evidence that it exists. Bring me evidence of an atom, please, or even the quantum mechanics works. Sin, there she is, mad for a curry. I mean, Maria Curry. Oh, Curry. So, anyways, did she win a Nobel Peace Prize? Who even? So she looks like really ill because of all the drugs and spending all day in a lab sniffing radiation burgers. That's not a life for a young lady, is it really? Anyway. Stunner, and then it's like, shit, that radiation makes you go baldy, and like, and then they rolls out the extra dialogue that shit everyone up back in the day, and it just made a new film about it of Levenko. Oh yeah, they poisoned him with a cigarette of polonium-210. Yeah, so it's a highly radioactive compound of atoms that will fuck you right up. Well, he didn't even look like he was a guy about to die. Bald as a coot any fucking way. Yeah, because that's the symptom of radiation, is you go bald as a coot. Which is definitely the case because of chemotherapy, that happens. But chemotherapy was invented in the Great War by that guy who invented that terrible nerve agent that was buddies with Albert Einstein again. They're not very nice people, are they? There he is. Let's have a look at him. What a fucking tosser. He's got a puppet because he's a puppet. I don't think he could actually read. I think she done some of the maths, but I don't think he could read because I've seen him with these scripts and he's like, he's like that, tongue out. That is a definite, like, sort of big, you know, when the tongue comes out, yeah, that's like, that tells you they're stupid. So computers were much more fun. They had, what happens in the computers in the old days is you had hot women with short skirts on, and you had these crusty old blokes in white coats. And because they're scientists, they're smart, it gives them credibility. But I don't think ordinarily these blokes would be anywhere near these like women in reality. Would you? Oh, no, not me. It's fucking stupid. This is the dawning of the age of bullshit. These at first I thought they were unusual sex aids, but now I've come to understand that they are scientists' bongs, an over-elaborate electric plasma bong, frozen cold plasma, cold fusion bong, and other bongs. Okay, although they do look like marital aids, admittedly. So, which are probably really bad for the body. Imagine what condoms do. Yeah, so they say they cover them in spermicide. I bet that does nasty shit to the male. I bet it's like all of that stuff does nasty shit. And creams, I bet that does nasty shit. And all of it, because it's not natural, is it? So it all does nasty shit. We need to think more like this man, Quincy. Yeah, and Jack Klugman is all right, I think. I'm not sure, but in his video, in his movie, at the beginning of Quincy, he's got a beautiful boat with a beautiful woman on his beautiful boat. So he's a surgeon. Yeah, he's got boat and boat fluff. The man is smashing it. I love Quincy just for that alone. Yeah, he's doing much better than Rockford Files, because Rockford Files is living on a cronky boat. Hasn't got a job as a surgeon. He's a private dick. But he's got a better theme tune. I think Rockford Files is much better than Quincy. It's quite emotional, that bit. I feel like crying. Rockford Files. It don't say that, but it should. Yeah, so yeah, I like a bit of electricity in my water, although I did get it wrong and administered 40,000 volts to my body. Not been right since. So don't do that at home. In fact, anything that you see on Flat Earth British that looks dodgy on pictures, definitely 100% do not practice at home. Disclosure right here, right now. I can't spell weird without we. So yeah, that's what they're like now, and they're absolutely mind controlled. So yeah, all the tosses in. See this big tall one, yeah. This is Pickard. Yeah, he went up to the dome and he said it was out like a bit lipped at the edges, but it was essentially flat, exactly the same as what Richard Branson says. So let's have a look at these. So they all got together. Boar, there she is, Hurry a Curry. We got Heisenberg, who's not making drugs at that stage of the game, but later on he might. Wow, what a dodgy bunch of fuckers. Look at them. I wouldn't hire any of them as my babysitter. Oh, we got Boar there. We got, what else we got? Oh, there's Boar over there. He's a bit of a bore, but he is a bore. But again, of a certain nationality, ain't they all? So yeah, Heisenberg, Schrodinger. He's got the Schrodingerings. Schrodingering. I'm going to write a song about Schrodingering. I want you to show me your Schrodingering. Schrodingering. The pseudo-scientist squad. The douche. Okay, I used to love Cosmos, but they're so full of shit. It's unbelievable. Carl Schmagen. The fat ass. Okay, are they all Freemasons? Wow, I would never have known. Neil I Digress Tyson, who's definitely a flat earther because he said that shit's flat, yo. And he dropped a mic knowing after he got his nephew to talk about flat earth, that is flat earther. He just can't say, yeah, I'll come out of the closet just yet. But he will. And he's going to declare his love for the dark. Michikaku, yeah. See, 70 years ago, he would have been interned. Yeah, because our Japanese, I know he's Korean probably, but that doesn't matter. I know the difference between Koreans and Japanese people. They were interned after Pearl Harbor. Let's not forget, yeah, like the Alamo. Yeah, so he's full of shit. So yeah, he's co-founder of Bullshit Scientific Principle. Look, it doesn't matter and means shit to humanity, period. Saves no one. Ever. The clown, I don't even know who that is. You maybe in America know who that is. I don't know who that is. And Bill Nye, which means no. And he's got a bill. Oh, Bill, no. Both together in the one thing. Oh, the unified field fucking theory. What a load of wank that was. I can't even believe that I went. That's actually me in the sky, in the ISS, in Leicester, believe it or not. Went there, yeah, to the Space Center many moons ago, guys, because this stuff's been going on many moons, man. You know, I was really young when I started this caper. And now look at me. So, yeah, the Challenger crew did all right, except for one of them. They're all still about. One of them's got a twin, no, but the other ones are all fucking absolutely fantastic. I wonder they don't address any of that. Anyway, let's move on. Let's have a look. All right, let's have a look at science. Do me science, bro. Make it magical. Ha! Fucking hell. Karma. Let's have a look at that again in slow motion. Yeah, it's making you kill people. Because that's the first thing you do with science is work out a way how you can kill as many human beings as possible. That's the first thing they do with science. And other stuff, sex related. I was educated once. It took me years to get over it. And that's Mark Twain said. So that is a problem, school and the indoctrination system. And then they claim that they're smart. It just does your head in. And they repeat bullshit. I've had this for years with the Globe people, repeating like, well, they actually don't know anything about like anything. So there's that. So they can repeat a load of bullshit that I know anyway. There is that. So let's come back for a minute, give you all a big shoutage and stuff, and then we're going to get on with the rest of the show. Hope all is fab over there. 371 of you. Thank you for being here. So, is anybody on board with anything that I've said? Yeah, that all of this quantum mechanics is nothing more than Kabalistic black magic by them. Wouldn't you agree? So I'm not really doing that, and I'm not like nuclear weapons. Who actually gives a fuck? Bring it. Dr. Bass, yes, all rocks used to be someone else's igneous rocks. Just so we're having a melt conversation. I think that I am Carrios. I hung out last night with the beautiful Jen, the mud flood queen, the meltology queen. I don't know if she's still around. She's been on a hangout with me a few times. Bill Myler back in the day. Good to see you, Sick. What's going on? Sipping the loose Astra. Listen, they're worthy of taking a piss out of. Listen, fucking it up. I'm taking no prisoners, yeah, especially when it comes to science priests. Fucking prove what you say. Nobody can. Prove any of it. Any of what I just said tonight, today. Any of it. Because in my objective reality, I just see what I see about me. I know I've got like wicked like psychic abilities and stuff, but that's completely different. That's something completely different. And my magical powers is something else. I explained it to you guys. Once you see it, you never unsee it. And it's there, okay? And it looks like geometry and millions of little pixels multicolored. And then you find, when you keep staring at it, but you can do this with any point of origin, just stare at the wall for long enough and it will morph into crazy shit. Yeah. Okay, we're having a rock talk. I love a good rock talk. I love to show my friends my stones, and they show their stones to me, my special stones, so my lucky stones and things. But I've always loved geology. So Max in here, it's good to see you. All right, we're looking at more images now. This week was the anniversary of D-Day. I'm going to call this out. Okay, the reason being is this. Tom Hanks, yeah, and Saving Private Toenail, Orion, yeah, that film. So it sort of shows you a picture of Omaha Beach, doesn't it? And then they interview like old men, like part of the fraternity, and they say, "Yeah, man, I was lucky to get off that beach." It was like, "Yeah, but you definitely got off the beach because you are fucking 80 years later, geezer." 70 years ago. So have a look at that because they lost all of the photographs. Isn't that a coincidence? So, oh, what? Can you show us like the photographs of the first wave? It's like, we words, only the photographer, Philip Caputo, he fucking gave them to his boy who literally fucking killed them in the darkroom. What? The most important photographs of human history of the second front of World War II. Yeah, all got fucking killed. So any of the evidence conveniently got lost that any of that D-Day business actually happened. So we're going to look at the beaches. Been there myself. Thank you, Hippie Shake Sweetness, for the link up for support. That was most appreciated, darling. Thank you. Nothing touched anything. That's what they say. It sounds bullshit. I can guarantee you, right, that when I'm touching me, touching you is touching. Okay, I don't even believe any of that. Dr. Bass is saying that you've never touched boobs. You believe that? I don't believe that. I'm not going to believe it. Loose Sapphire. Rock talk. Oh, man. It's not rock and roll either. I mean actual rocks. JT's in the house. Hiya. No one went anywhere. No, because there's nothing out there, because there's only you in the mind. Cheryl Davis, are you the... You're not Cheryl Davis, are you? If you were, you'd let me know. Cheryl Davis. Missing your... I know. Fucking sick a little in my mouth. Talks bollocks, don't it? Oh, God, so insipid. I can't believe anybody likes him. And he says, oh, he's so clever. Oh, he's my favourite physicist. Be a guy. I seen you. Yeah, you was at the Leicester Space Station with Martin, and I seen you the other day on photograph with your daughter out and about with your prodigy clothes on, but psychedelic clothes, which look really awesome, bruv. Much love to you, Richard. And what else we got? Any else? Sea Cloverland. Oh, Sea Coverland. Okay. Oh my God, I can't stand that guy, the clown. Oh my God, I got the same buzz, bro. They all got the same face, though. It's like they got this like sly, they're doing up to shit face. I wouldn't trust any of them. It's like thieves. They all got like the same face, like they're gonna fucking feed you face. It's like I can spot them a mile away. And scientists, they're like, oh my God, they pissed me off. Yeah, the speeds of light. That's something I was going to go into, Kelly Woods. That's the most of bag of shit as well. And oh yeah, it's supposed to be a constant. Was it 186,000 miles per second? Whatever. You can prove that to me in a photon right now. You're right here, please. Yeah. We'll supply you with a multi-million-pound interferometer. We'll do a fucking, and then it'll be. I can't even be bothered anymore. Blinded by the light. Thank you for that, Hector. Did you know Bruce Springsteen wrote that song for the Average White Band? Absolutely fantastic song. Love that. That's some American music trivia I learned when I was in Texas. Peace Frog. Pass. Do that. 420. Cuddly Mike. We like Cuddly Mike. He's got a lovely cuddly name. Sometimes I've been hyped about him, like Musk. Oh, Musk's gone all quiet, haven't he? I haven't used anything from him. 1 minute he's in the White House and his son's saying, you're not the president, my father is, like that. And the next minute he's like, we fell out, we're not besties anymore, he's a cunt. And then the next thing you know is, he's not anymore, we're all right again. Is it? Is he all right or isn't he? Yeah, definitely that Elon Musk's plowing money into Britain and the Patriot thing. I think he's plowing money into Nigel Farage. If he gets into power, I'm going to be really, really unhappy because he fucking hates the Welsh. Mind you, most people outside of Wales don't like the Welsh. So there's that. They just gel. Oh, fuck them. Anyway, so Tommy Robinstein, he seems to have a bit of Musk money coming in, doesn't he? So that pays for lawyers and every fucking thing. So there's that. In fact, all that money pouring in, supporting him. But then, the outcome is that they will A, have a load of extra voters, and B, have extra lockdowns on our liberties, back to lockdown, back to the house, back to like before. I loved COVID. I thought it was the best thing that ever happened. I loved the sky was so blue and the summer was so lovely and all of the bus bastards didn't exist because nobody had any bollocks to actually go out. And so you could travel anywhere freely and the women and it was lovely. Just a very liberating feeling it was. So if I can bring it on. Is that Jazz Soldier in the house? Oh, I love you, Mel. Let's go see Melage, my mate. And Gary, good to see you, my man. You got dreadlocks now, Gary. Like Mel. Have you? It's a better way of looking after your hair. You don't have to fuck around, do you? I don't think I had a big one dreadlock years ago back in the festival days. And that was just because I never actually washed, or I lived in the Great Unwashed festival thing for years, actually. Fucked up on. Smelly hair. Back to reality to Red Dwarf. Oh, do you know the best character? I used to love Blackadder, Dick Flashhard. Don't we all want to be a little bit like Dick Flashhard? Hey, would you? Yeah, just run into the enemy trench and they all run the fuck away. Yeah, because it's like I explained, you do jiu-jitsu. Yeah, they're scared. Best tan ever, Max Warburg. Back to life, back to reality. Yeah, Mel's in the house bringing a love down. Big loves to you and Rain. Woof. She's my favorite dog. Maybe if Rain had a baby, I'd have a baby Rain, and then my life would be happy because I get big Alsatian coochies, just like Hitler had. Yeah. Ryan, space is cartoons. People's tortoise writings, headphones. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, I know, mate. It's all a bag of balls, it is. Kevin Bacon, love your early works. Not so about later, though. Tommy glows in the dark. Man from Man Band. Sorry, Frog Prince. What did I say? I said fucking Average White Band, didn't I? No, I was Man from Man. They changed their name. Man from Man Band. But I did like Man from Man. It's really good. Okay, we're getting back into some images and stuff now then. All right, we'll have a quick fuzz through DJ. I think it wasn't as bad as they make it. I wasn't there. I don't take anything from all the loads of men that got blown the fuck up and stuff. But apparently, this was like the beaches, yeah, like Sword or Juno and all the other weird fucking voodoo names that come along with this, right, were all taken off of a crossword in some sort of Freemasonic lodge where they all say, 5 across, Timothy, help me here with the 5 across, cryptic. And they do that. So then they like literally come out with all of the like beach landing sites in Normandy. No, I have been to these. I've been to Aramarches, got photographs somewhere existing of me sitting astride a large cannon, as you do, because that's what you do with a cannon. Look at these scientists. Okay. So, lovely. Is Hippie Shake in chat? Okay, she'll like this. Hippie Shake, you'll like this. Not a lot, but you will like it. So, in the preparations for D-Day, the Americans, yeah, and the British, but the Americans, sure, trained on the Welsh beaches. And there's a place in Wales called Little America, which is Tenby. Yeah, there's a large population of Americans in Tenby that stayed behind after this occasion. So this is in Tenby. So they literally did a beach landing like they were landing in France and trained for D-Day, all of the troops, which is jolly exciting. I would love to have seen it or taken part. That would have been brilliant. So preparations, 1 million men. They got like the fake army out there for the Nazis to spy on. They haven't got no, like, I can't believe, right? It's supposed to be the biggest kept secret in history that the Germans were expecting an attack at the part of Calais, because it's only 23 miles across. That's where the British and the Americans are surely going to come from, not Normandy. And they never, 1 million men, well, actually, they didn't know till the 11th hour where they were going, but Admiralty and all of the rest, you're telling me they never had one fucking snitch in World War II that it's dropped the way the fucking British were landing. Sounds like they were keeping a fucking wide berth away from the landings to me, because Hitler literally took a Panzer regiment, yeah, and he said like, oh, it's okay, we got the greatest fucking tanks in the world, pack them up, let's do a bit of maintenance. They're like, the second front is on the way, and Fuhrer's like, no, just fix the tanks and chill the fuck out for a bit, which they did, which apparently gave the first beachhead possibility and the taking of Caen, etc. Because Hitler like, oh, we won't bother attacking them. Similar, or exactly the same actually, is what happens in Dunkirk. It's like, oh no, it's like, well, we'll just let them all escape, is it? Let's not go and kill them all, because he could have killed us all. But then it's like, nah, just kill a few of them, do token attacks with the Stuka bombers, and then anyway, this is disembarking to go to the biggest armada that was ever constructed or put together for the landings on Normandy. This is Cardiff Bay, getting ready for disembarkation. And then this is the British beaches, which didn't have it as tough as the American beaches. Apparently, because of Tom Hanks, we now know that you will get your arm blown off and have to pick it up and carry it, like in Saving Private Ryan, because that's real, yeah. Okay, we've got some pictures, but they're not, because they lost all the pictures. But this is Juno Beach, the British landing. They're playing bagpipes as they go, because if you're going into imminent death, it's fucking handy if you play bagpipes, yeah, because the men morale. So the British assault area was different to the Americans. Different divisions. You had Gold Beach, which was split into Item, Jig, and King. So Aramarch is where I went to. There is an Item. So I went to Gold Beach. And Juno, like I said, these come out of crosswords, these names, is Love. So not very loving, is it? Mike and Nan. Love, Mike, and Nan. I reckon there's a fucking secret going on with these names, you know, and a code. Sword, Bowie, Peter, Queen, and Roger. What, like Roger out of Queen? And this is Sun, Star, Moon. Sun, Star, Moon. Seems like a lot of occult overlaying in this, you know, guys. Sun, Star, Moon. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, they gathered up a few of the Germans on D-Day. It's like a nice day at the beach, really, because it's a beach, big beaches there. Okay, and here's the BFG coming up the hill. Nobody's shooting at him because they've all had him mopped up earlier by a big, massive million shell bombardment. So there's not much really left. Then get on the old brandy, the guzzle. Let's all get knees up Mother Brown. Okay, because that's what you're doing. Well, and then go through the French streets, one town at a time, killing every last German that they come across. It's really not a good scenario, actually. Yeah, nice little personal snaps. I'm guessing loads of these got killed, you know, because British did. But not like the Germans. Epic scale, absolute carnage. So yeah, they land on the beach in these landing craft, which can roll off tanks. This looks like a really nice Sherman tank. Can't fault the American tanks when they arrived on the scene. But what were we going to do? Look what the Germans had with the Tigers and the Panzers, etc. Just bloody 88s on a tank with a reversible turret, first time ever. We were fucked. So yeah, these landing craft. This is what's happening in the modern day. We got like landing craft landing on the beaches of Dover and all these people running up. That's what's happening, exactly like that. And this was an invasion. So guess what's happening now? It's an invasion. So yeah, it's all blown up shit here. It's guessing there's loads of people. I mean, I would have got closer so the guys didn't get all wet, but they wrapped up their guns in plastic so they could still work, because obviously you get seawater in your gun, you got a fucking problem. So there's the Armada, the biggest Armada ever in the history of humanity, pulled up on Normandy beaches and dropped off 1 million men in a week. So it's a bit of an undertaking. There it is. All of that. I'm wondering though, this is, we managed to get all our shit together in 1944. And all them trucks, all that equipment, all them cannons, all them tanks, all them guns, all them ships, all them balloons, all them soldiers, all that stuff, food for everybody, and all of that, when they can't even fucking do anything in Britain now. They can't even run a festival. They can't even run a train company. They can't even build anything. They can't do anything in Britain. I can't even believe this is the same country that pulled that shit off. Yeah, because apparently we stood alone to Germany until like the Americans joined, like later on after Pearl fucking Harbor. So here they are landing on the beaches. Obviously, Tom Hanks is not there. There are people laying around down there. They're probably dead. And so is the nature of war, isn't it? Some people, right, they think war sucks. They're like, where? Oh, it's really hard. They really die and stuff. Other people will think, this fucking rocks. Yeah, I can literally batter the shit out of these. No one's going to do anything to me. It's fucking fabulous. So for some people, it's absolutely fucking wicked. Can you imagine, right? The beach is all the way over there. What's going through these young men's heads? They're feeling a bit pukey. He's smiling. Don't be smiling later when you're carrying your arm around, Frederick. Fucking hell. Here they are. So, yeah, the second invasion, the longest day, they called it. It went on in different sectors. You've got the Pegasus landings, and then you've got literally John Wayne in this movie as well. It's a good movie, The Longest Day. It just goes on for 3.5 fucking hours. It is a long film. Well, it is The Longest Day. So there you go. Battle. It's not for everybody, but, you know, I think it's got its fucking pluses, you know. Some young men, they don't look too at them, but imagine the money they're going to get when they get home. That's all bullshit. I'm only making it up, guys. It's the stupidest thing in the world, is war. Can't even be bothered. Maybe they just let them all go into like a boxing ring together, the generals, and have it out. Save. No, because that's not going to get cut down surplus population. They showed you in the First World War when they worked out, oh, so this pattern of sending endless amounts of people over the top across no man's land only to get plowed down by machine gun, and then everybody gets killed. And we keep doing it over and over again every single day, month after month, for no gains whatsoever. And they do the same. And then all them people get killed. They didn't change the tactic because it worked. It was wholesale murder. So, yeah, this is the American sector, I believe, for Omaha Beach. I was Saving Private Ryan. You got Charlie, Dog Green, Dog White, Dog Red. Oh, God, it's like Reservoir Dogs. Fox Green, 33. So, yeah, hardly anyone got to their designated landing spot because it's like you know, you got the tide and stuff. Look at that, 4th Corps D-Day operations, 6th of June, 1945, which is today. This is the anniversary of D-Day today. Wow. Okay. All this happened today. Not this bit. This was later on. That's that same picture, but colorized. So, yeah, how many years ago was that then? 19, fucking hell. And there's the D-Day, Normandy, Operation Overlord. A really weird overlord as well. I'm going to overlord you. So you got the Americans and the British Army. I know we had the Poles, the Canadians, and the New Zealanders and the Australians as well. The Canadians did really well. The Canadians, they were the first, when the stormtroopers came along in World War I, the Canadians came along with the first allied stormtrooper companies getting close. Fucking nil bat, fucking sort it out. That's what it was about, guys. And jujitsu. They were ninja. Yeah. Balaclavas, getting quick. Out. So you don't have to get killed. See, Hitler was this close. He had the 12th SS Panzer here being repaired, and the 21st and the 71st Panzer and all of them. And he just stops that short of the beaches deliberately. No, they could have wiped out everyone on them beaches with them tanks and ended literally any chance of any beachhead. But he didn't. He called them off. Just shows you all of this is a fucking game, a theatre of war, and they're all in it together. Anyway, let's counteract that craziness with magic mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I think mushrooms are the most important thing in the world. Yeah, I think they're absolutely fantastic, is what I think. Oh, I love these fire mushrooms. I always get one when I go to the country in case I want to make a bonfire. Be patient when becoming someone you haven't been before. This is a good one because I haven't been me before. Not this me. I've been another me. Which I'm not first on. But, you know, I'm a work in progress. Apparently other people are all groovy with me. So there's that. I should be groovy with me. Studies show psilocybin slows cellular aging in human cells and increases lifespan. And as you know, Trumpsky and all his crew are all microdosing because they're all like, it makes them smart or smarter, and it reverses aging. So we should all have that. Got any right now, but if I did, These are not good advertising pictures because they are not Liberty caps in that picture. So, Marty Farty Party. Somebody's made a thing of me, a little meme, and you can see that I got some animators. There's no such thing as a blue animator. There I am. Look at me. God almighty. What has YouTube done to me? Yeah. Fucking hell. I've gone grey. I've gone grey, I have. Ah, look at that. Pussycat coming out of that statue's mouth. He lives in there. That'd be nice to have a pussycat. All right, let's have a look at this girl smoking a little chin in the weird world of mushrooms and lovely things. So yeah, that's what I like. That's what I want to do. So yeah, the Vatican know all about it. They know all about Jesus. They know all about the mushroom because they're dressing like them. The truth hidden in plain sight. So their cassocks or whatever they're called are basically the Animator mascara. And the press that's been put out about that over years has changed now because obviously it's all over the internet now. You can't actually go through Facebook without get your Animator. And Animator oil's really lovely because I treated my arm when Shadow was here with Animator and it did me wicked with the pain relief. But that's gone now, so the pain's back. Penis envies. I think they're legal in Texas, but all the other ones are not. It's really weird. But the rest of America is all fucking groovy now, isn't it? Anyway. Holy shit, they do wear boots. Fairies do wear boots. I'm a living testament to this. Okay, guys. It's like, it's lovely. Where is it? Mycelium all into my feet everywhere. It's all over me. Oh, it's a lattice work of information. And I think it is a technology that God gave us to unlock this data and its information. I've been here a while, so I've worked out there's quite a few different techniques for unlocking data. One of them is this, and I know of others as well. Just eat it straight out of the ground, me. That's a nice bed, isn't it? Yeah. Could go two ways. It could be like fucking, oh man, that's like freaking me out, or wow, that's the coolest bed I've ever seen. Faticus. I don't know. So yeah, Christmas cards, you see them all over, like sort of Disney films and fucking Cinderella. It's always about the Flyer Garrick. It's hidden all in plain sight in Christmas cards. Happy New Year things is the magic mushroom. And Jesus, yeah, a lot of people, I got 2 books in the room. I've got these books in San Diego, actually, in the book tree. And I thought it was very interesting when I read it. The amount of evidence in Windows, this book here, is by James Arthur. It's a book about another book, actually. But these windows can be seen all over antiquity. And they show you mushrooms and mankind, the impact of mushrooms on human consciousness and religion. I couldn't agree more. Look at that little mushroom man. Love him. So yeah, mushrooms are groovy. There they are. That's what they look like, little Liberty caps in a Welsh field, all lit up, all lovely. Thank you, God, for these things that you bring us in abundance. If I had any, I would be saying Alice in Mushroom Land. So yeah, he was a mushroom, but he was not a fungi. That's not a mushroom. So yeah, Cappadocia, they're mushrooms. You get them in New Mexico too. They're like these stacks that look like fossilized mushrooms, which they are basically. I think you got them like massive mushrooms. Yeah, definitely think that's the case. I got big trees. You'd be like, nom, 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 on that big mushroom. Lovely. So yeah, I like a mushroom curry better than meat curry. This is a giant petrified mushroom in reedstone. Wow. So it's definitely, they were that big. Incredible. So I don't know what the skull's doing. These are ones I found in Nottingham Forest with Mel. You remember when I found these? Mel? Yeah, I should have picked more. There was loads there. Excuse me. So the biggest organism in the world is a mushroom, and it's mycelium. It's all under the states of America, like Arizona, right the way across thousands of miles. The lattice work of mushroom. It's really awesome. Biggest organism on Earth. There's a mushroom cloud because there's somebody watching a nuclear test from their window. Don't worry, the glass won't shatter their faces off because they're not real. Nuclear bombs are not real. I'm sure they got big bombs like thermobaric bombs, or just, you know, they got it down now with the explosives. They don't need a nuclear bomb anyway, or that energy. It's all bullshit anyway. I know it is. So black magic, Sam, again, doing that shit to us. So what we're looking at here is, I've been looking into, there's a good bit of movie footage actually of what they did for the Vietnam War vets, and they were these shows that Bob Hope would bring. So what they do is they get a load of go-go dancers. Now we all seen that goes to shit in a handbag in the film Apocalypse Now. They all go a bit like, wah, bit too much over the top for the really sexy go-go dancers in that part of the movie with a cowboy hat on. I remember it vividly. Well, they did that. They have famous women like Nancy Sinatra or Anne Margaret or Raquel Welch. Fucking awesome. And they used to have 25,000 strong. Here's Raquel Welch. She get look at them, all their faces. It's like, ah, she's lovely. So yeah, she's doing. She can't really sing that well, Raquel Welch, but fucking who gives a shit when she looks like that? So yeah, what happens then is Bob Hope. There he is. He's from Barry Island. He's one of our lot. So they say his parents are from Barry Island in Wales. He's one of us. Anyway, so he is obviously a comedian. If you don't know, he's quite funny. I like Bob Hope, but he was a bit of a hippie smoker as well. I'm not sure if there's bad press going around about him. So yeah, they bring on one lady at a time. They sing, and look at activists. Look like this boy here. Oh no, it's Barbarella. Barbarella, psychedelic. She's okay for a fella. Is Jane Fonda. So Jane Fonda went all like fucking activist, if you want to call it that. I suppose she stopped eating fucking meat. And I'm so down with the not wearing the bras though. But yeah, look, they all got, have you noticed now there's this new hairstyle they're all wearing? It's the Pam Ayres hairstyle. I shit you not. So not that I don't like it, I think it's quite attractive with some females, is the straight fringe, but to here. Okay. And then it comes down like this, and then it comes down like this, like a German helmet in World War II. Women are doing that. I've noticed loads doing it. It's quite spooky. Now, if you've had your hair like that all along, well, that's absolutely fine, isn't it? Then all these men are looking at the lower bits. They're not actually looking up at her face. That's wrong. That's exploitation, but she don't mind. She should have. She's actually in her knickers with 25,000 men who are going to be killed tomorrow. First in war, first at the bar, first in line, first for R&R. Oh, yeah. Is that what they call it? Love you a long time. That's Bobby the weather girl. Well, that's easy to do the weather in fucking Vietnam, isn't it? It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. It's going to be napalm, which is even hotter. So there he is. Old psychedelic Bob Hope. Loves to smoke a spliff. Loves to have a little jokey. Obviously, he's not as good when you haven't got Jerry Lewis and Ava Gardner and all of them gang around him in the Road to Rio movies or the Road to Whoever movies. But yeah, they're good to watch. Let's have a look at Raquel Welch. So I'm guessing there's nurses and stuff in Vietnam as well. So do you know when I was young, these are going home. They got their purple hats and they got injured, so they're going home. They said nothing about Vietnam on the news. Now, it ended when I was 8 years of age. So I'm old enough to remember the news when I was young. Yeah, I knew. They said zip. The only time I learned about Vietnam was by the movie The Deer Hunter and Apocalypse Now movie. That's the only, honestly, we didn't know shit and didn't know nothing in Britain about Vietnam. They didn't tell us nothing. So while Vietnam's raging, okay, and all them in Da Nang, yeah, is happening, this stupid fucking hippie is sat in bed for peace. Now he can peace off. Yeah, he's stupid fucking hippie. Addicted to heroin. He went from like, oh, fucking like jolly fucking beetle to this fucking crusty old smelly hippie. I don't even know what happened. And I don't I can shut your mouth, Martin. Zippy. You had a little brainstorm about Yoko Ono, but like, all right, have she got knickers on? Hang on, how's she? There's a lot of troops here. Maybe they're just flesh-coloured yoga pants. I can't imagine her shaving and turning up like that publicly. That would cause a terrible kerfuffle, wouldn't it? Fucking still calling her for anyway. So look at these psychedelic dresses, and they are badass weed in Vietnam, as you know. We've all seen Up in Smoke, haven't we? We've seen what happened to Strawberry. Yeah, Strawberry. Don't mention that thing on his face. He got kind of crazy because he was smoking that Nam grass, man. And that Nam grass, it do crazy things to your mind. So Chris Christopherson, he was in Nam. He didn't get killed, though. And then he came out later with loads of shitty tracks. What's your favourite Chris Christopherson track? Yeah, exactly. So here's the nurses. Oh, she's nice. I always used to think it'd be really nice to go out with a Vietnam War correspondent photographer chick from the 60s. Can you imagine how beautiful she is? All suntans, freckles. Yeah. But unfortunately, that didn't happen because I wasn't in Vietnam and that photographer woman didn't turn up. But it was great for the fantasy. So, yeah. So she's getting down. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Okay. So 25,000 horny men, and we got some go-go dancers. And that is absolutely fantastic. We should have more of that in reality. I would love to go down the shops and see go-go dancers. It would be brilliant. Instead of all the great fattenings and unhappy people. There's a great amount of unhappy people out there. This is hard to stomach as well. So, yeah, there are loads of tinnies and loads of weed, loads of everything. It was fucking brilliant. Oh, what a war. Screaming Eagles, here they are, yeah. Coming all the way over from America to entertain the troops. I didn't mean in that way, but I'm sure that might have happened. He's like, hey, honey, you know I'm a Huey pilot? And she's trying to ignore him. Nah, she's not. Ah, what a great war. Oh, look who they brought. Fucking hell. He was a Freemason. He was also in the Knights of Malta. Is Sammy Davis Jr. He was really talented, though. He's a good dancer. He's a good actor. Okay singer, not really. It's funny how he got so famous, isn't it? And Rat Pack as well. Mob connected. Horse in the bed. So I don't even have to know who this woman is. I can just tell from her back, the way she's flouncing, that this is possibly Anne Margaret. Because she's quite scary and terrifying. Oh, here's Nancy Sinatra. Talk of the Sinatras. And she's singing, them boots are made for walking. How many microphones has she got? And that's just what I'll do. So, yeah, these water towers, one of them got painted and it's got fucking in New Mexico, and it's been put up on Facebook saying, fuck off our water, AI. So already people are trying to defend their water from these data centers, stealing all the lovely water. It's like, you are military policeman. Do you want a flower? It's like, no, look, he really wants to punch your head in because that's the way their minds work. They're all brainwashed. Oh, my God. The Green Goblin. Let's have a look. I'm not sure who that is, but that is really quite scary. Wow. So, yeah, that's what's going on in Vietnam. It wasn't all bad, was it? Except for the napalm attack and everyone crying. That was pretty bad. But, you know. Right, let's go through my images of the day, and then we're going to get out of here. It's like 9:13. I think I've been talking for 7, 8, 9, 2 hours, 15 minutes. Did anybody actually share my video out? Could you please? And subscribe to this channel. I don't know. It's just where does the subscribers go? Or is everyone already subscribed? 340 of you watching, which is awesome. let's have a look at some of antiquity. Some of this is strange, and some of this is strange. Okay, so there's that. So this is out of the Renaissance. Ambidextrousness. She's drawing or writing with two hands. How clever were they in the past? Would you be able to write with two hands and then meet at the middle? Oh, shit. And then meet at the middle. Pretty impressive stuff, I think. So this site is in Italy, and it is the columns of what would have held an aqueduct, okay, that brings water from Tuscany to Rome in the ancient world. I noticed that there's different composition to these stones. Now, if they are stones, this one's made in columns and is quite intact. This one doesn't seem to be in columns. It's not as intact. This one literally looks melted. This one's the same as that. This one's the same as that. But if you look, they're cracked. What causes cracking in stone? Heat. And that one looks melted as well. So would you design stones with different composition? Probably not, because they're probably from the same quarry. So why are they at different states of entropy? What is exactly going on? Well, I would hazard a guess and say that this was, look, and that one there took a direct hit from a heat source. And these ones either sides were affected. This one wasn't. Kind of looks that way to me. Or maybe not. Take your own mind up. So this is after San Francisco. The only reason the San Francisco fire, the only reason I'm showing you this picture is because it's so haunting. So there's people living out in the open, in an encampment, making the best of their life. It's just these ghostly figures. What are they doing? Just wandering about aimlessly. And piles of shit where they're pulling the world back together. This is truly an image of Armageddon. 1906. So they never had nuclear weapons, but the world, or America at least, was destroyed. And I think it's by fascist technologies, as you well know, which it is. It's always been there. So this is out the expositions. I'm wondering why it looks a neat copy of an Egyptian temple of Hathor. But if you look outside, it is wrecked. And it appears really, really old. And look at all that outside. So if this place has been built for the Pan-Pacific Exposition, why is it so wrecked and looking so old? This is there already. Would you run if Dougal come after you? See, I've seen a real Dougal in Victoria Park the other day. It wasn't as big as this. It was actually normal dog size. Now, if Dougal does run after you, it's lovely. And it's only going to lick you. So don't be scared of a Dougal running after you. A Dougal's a big dog. It looks exactly like that. Have you seen a Dougal? All right. Well, probably not. So, yeah. So the people who invented all of this nuclear bollocks and nuclear bombs and all of that, they like to slurp baby sham. So, yeah, not really in their camp of believing anything that comes out of their mouth. Use the early internet. This is what it's like to keep windows open at the same time. Loads of different books open. So you're just like, oh, I want to revert back to that book. Spin the wheel. Fucking brilliant. I would love one of them, a little one. Not a big one, because... But you need a big one for big books. It'd have to be that size then, standard. Shit. Pretty genius idea. Multiple tabs, exactly, Kevin Bacon. So you use a antiquity stone, excuse me, that's Coca-Cola, chiseled out of marble, which is incredibly difficult to do. I don't know how they're doing it without machine tools or even 3D printed. But again, Fibonacci in Euro. How the fuck are we supposed to listen to this shit without drugs? So this is a good point. How can you listen to Dark Side of the Moon or Wish You Were Here without any drugs? This is what Martin's asking. How am I supposed to cope? So a lot of the grooves in antiquity were probably housing information the same way as a stylist picks up information in a record. So I think a lot of the columns, a lot of antiquity is encoded with information. There's a video about that on my channel back sometime. So climate change, yeah, we're all fucked. The sea's going to rise and we're all going to drown, except the Plymouth Rock is still at sea level after 402 years. So it hasn't gone up a fucking centimetre. Like, nothing. The sea ain't doing nothing. Oh, this is me trying to write there. It's like trying to get in the zone. Just trying to write. This is me. Yeah, the peril of a writer. Hey, fucking hell. Oof. It ain't funny. Wow, she looks a bit miserable. Her black dress is a bit see-through, though, so those are plus. Okay, they don't look evil. I think these are like her. She's like, these are a gang, you know. They're a gang, and she's in charge. What about the little people? They're giants. Let's mark up down here. Are they little? They're little humans. She's got a baby. She's a ginger, as you can see. And other humans, they are humans. And these are gods. These are giants. That's what they look like. Wow. Who knew? An actual picture of what they look like. And there's Alpha and Omega. Ah, what's that for? I am the beginning and I am the end. It's not, it's about magnetics. It all is. God knows. Jesus is cool. Yeah. Not their one. The cool Jesus that I like. He's cool. Yeah, I've game of pool. I don't know what he's doing hanging around with them, Lano. What did he do? He went in the temple and smashed their shit up. This is what we're talking about, yeah? We're talking about radical, yeah? He's like, you greedy fucks. I'm going to smash it all up. And he did. That's what I'm talking about, guys, yeah? Jesus was cool. And he wasn't a pussy either. He got stuck in, yeah? Protect your energy. So this is a biggie. This is what I've been doing in the last year or so, is the new me. And the reason it's the new me is because I've been protecting my chi energy from siphon filters, like sucking off your energy and leaving you like an empty shell. It's like a vampire, energy vampire. So got to watch that shit. Yeah, so I'm really good with watching that. So what you need to do, you do you, boo, which is just my advice, is focus on your actions, not others' actions. Don't worry about what they're fucking doing. Worry or think about what you're doing. Focus on your shit. You do you, boo. Don't worry about them. That's not you. They're not going to die for you when it's your time to go. So fuck them, don't worry about it. Unless they're going to put their name down to do that and you can carry on, then maybe that'll be okay. Anyway, learn to say no. Will you do this? Well, I don't feel comfortable. I feels really uncomfortable about that. But because you're my friend, I think I'll say yes. I know. Say no. Yeah, say no. Just say no. No, fuck you. Don't say fuck you. There's no need for that. Just a simple no. They'll get the message. No, I don't want to. It's quite simple. I have to learn because I've been a bit of a yes man all my life, but that's just because of kindness. So like, I don't want to hurt their feelings. I'm not too worried about that now because of like the state of humanity. That's on them now. And I've changed my mind. My mind's changed completely. Pause before you respond. It's like, was you looking at me? It's like, no. Oh, okay then. The next one, set and respect your boundaries. So yeah, if someone's coming and stomping all over your reality and not giving you your fucking space, that can cause all sorts of mental and physical ailments. Okay, so you need to knock that in the head. Yeah, basically, the loafer on your settee, fucking no. The one that's been there for 17 years. Yeah, it's called your kid. Invest in those who invest in you. Okay, well, no one's invested, but they have invested that you've subscribed to my channel. You've invested your trust into moi I invest in you. And I haven't got a vest as well, but I should get a vest. Anyway, share when you feel safe. I feel safe. I feel safe right now. I always feel safe most of the time anyway, except for when I don't, which is Never really. I always feel really safe because I know my capabilities. Actively listen and expect the same in return. So, oh yeah, that's really interesting. What you're saying there? Yeah. Oh, your dog died. Oh, it's really fucking sad, that, isn't it? You could up one then and say, my mother dies. Yeah. So play the dead game. It's like, I will top trump your dead dog for a dead wife and a dead mother that you didn't ask me about because you're too busy dead dogging me. Anyway, that's about you. Trust your instinct. Oh, I've got a funny feeling in my stomach. Something's going to happen. Oh, what is it? Drink. Oh. Hi, Matt. You fancy a date this weekend? Wow, that was really brilliant. Don't worry, just Matt and tripping out again. Allow yourself to pull back when you need to. What do you mean by that? What the fuck? Sorry, guys, I don't know what they mean by. Yeah, I don't know. My head's gone now. I'm just totally. I got sweat on everything. Look at this shitty brickwork here, but it's not. It's brilliant. I love it. All brickwork should be so stupid and crazy. What do you think they were thinking? Just go for it. That's what they were thinking. That's in London. It's like, fuck it. Just go for it, mate. Just put them all at the side. Now I'm just going to even care. I'm going to make little ribbons. Yeah, you do little ribbons, Sanny. That's what they did. This is good. This is in bottom. Yeah. Oh, I love Rick Mail. I'm so miss him. But he was happy to take a flamethrower on the bollocks for the team. Now, that's definitely a flame on his bollocks, and he did that for the team. Yeah. Would you take a flamethrower on the bollocks for the team? It's okay. It's not prerequisite. You don't have to. Lonely Gestapo helmets. They lost the war. They lost the war of the banks and the wanks. Only to become an incredible shithole. I bet if they knew what they were fighting for, they wouldn't have bothered. Same in Britain. It's like, Rule Britannia, have you fucking seen it? I went for a fucking jelly deal and I got a fucking doner. Things change so much. What do you reckon that is there? Dreadlocks, flowers. What animal is it? Who does it remind you of? Let's have a look. Who does it remind me of? It looks a bit like Keir Starmer, but it's not really. Boris Johnson. It looks like Boris Johnson. So yeah, did you know they had killer snails back in the day? Fuck yeah, they're lethal. And you know what? They're quick. They're not slow because they're bigger. They're quicker than what you would ordinarily. And look at this. You're going to like literally send a night out to kill them, and they are lethal. Yeah, snails. Look at this. I know you're looking at snails in a whole new light. I am too. I didn't realize A, they could get so big, and B, that you needed a night to like literally take one out. And look at the beautiful Fibonacci in them as well. I would make a friend. I would have a pet snail, definitely. So this is a farm inside of a crater in Mexico. And I think this is a really nice little touch. Keep it away from the city and grow your crops. Up in an old crater, if that's what it is. It's probably not. It's probably a snooty left over from the Noah's flood. Or a tree stump. So this lady, she found an amethyst in the shape of a butterfly. I bet that's worth about 25,000 or something. Seen the price of crystals. Not surprised. So this is in Egypt, and when they discovered this site in Karnak, it was already half full of shit and standing there. Because no one's ever been there, and no one gave a shit until recently. So they found some bells at the bottom of the ocean, big bells at the bottom of the ocean, which look like rocket thrusters, but they're not. They're bells. The bells that smells. So Cherabanuskis, wings are weird. Notice the toroidal. How spooky and weird. So I don't know what to say about this strange geometry. It's like something has just ripped it like this, or it's just, I don't even know. The magnet went nuts. This is when the world ended and the magnet went crazy. Chaos reigned. The only reason this place is inert is because there's an inertia plane like 12 kilometers below our feet holding this thing together. That loses its magnetism. The whole thing will fly a fucking apart. So this is brass hand touching a knob. It's a hand touching a knob. But yeah, nice door handle. I like a nice door handle. I like a nice spiral staircase. Be nice. Not a glass one though. You could fall fucking down though. Remember that spiral staircase there, Melage, in your old house? That was lethal. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I think it's the Ovidian narrative of a woman turning into a bird, like a swan or a cygnet in Ovid, the Roman. Ugh! This one sucked the life out of him. The Roman poem. She's sleeping. I think she'll find she's dead. She's not. No one's dead. No one dies. What? But they bury everyone and cremate them. Yeah, I know. No one is dead because everybody's dead. Look at these wings. Let's have a look at angel wings. If you could get flight with them, it's a bit like bumblebees. Like you wouldn't get your flight going on, isn't it? They could be fins, and like they fit swim underwater. But I wouldn't mind a pair of wings. I'm afraid I don't know what's going on there with that. It's a bit weird. So yeah, in the Vatican, we got this guy who's got a lovely little dress on. Yeah, a lovely little number, this priest. But like, how do you, this is stone, and they've chiseled lace out of stone. In my mind, that is seemingly impossible. He's got some Kleenex tissues there. Look, he's just taking one out. Yeah, okay. And wobbly columns. We love wobbly columns, don't we, on Flat Earth British? So yeah, let's have a look at hell. Hell isn't a bad place to be. It is if you're one of these lot. He's got donkey's ears on because he's been fucking doing something. And the snake's having a nibble. That's not nice. That's not nice. That's not nice. So snakes will eat you. Royal snakes will eat you. Or they'll spit you out because you taste horrible. Right, let's have a look at this Christian church opening and see what we got on this portal. Somebody's going to get a head cut off. Okay, standard. What else we got going on? A bit of like, oh, woe is me. Somebody upside down. That doesn't look nice. Some people learning. There's a good laddie. And so yeah. Wow, religion is really fucking horrible, isn't it? Wow, shit. This guy found these in this ditch, but they could be narwhal or they could be a giant unicorn. But I think it's probably narwhal. It might not be either. Might be something else completely different. But it's a twisty thing. It's a twisty thing. So yeah, they must have been on wicked psychedelics back in the old days in India. Check this out. 1980. Properly ancient. So caves are from a flood. I wondered if they are Sanutis, etc., from Noah's flood. It makes sort of sense. 1, flood deposits limestone. Indeed, it does. 2, flood waters carve caves. Indeed, they do. 3, flood creates stalactites and stalagmites. Yes, it does. Result, the caves we see today because of Noah's flood, which happened not too long ago. So this is coming 2 weeks' time. I'm going to be in Scotland, Bonny Scotland, to a haunted castle in Dundee, the Mains Castle. Truth Seeker celebration, 19th, 20th of this month. So if you're fancying taking a trip up north, there's going to be a party on. There's going to be DJ, Mark Devlin, Asperger, and Ted Flux, who is, I think, Steve Young. And we're going to be dancing and all that. I'm going to do a presentation and all of these fine people. Dr. Stephen Young there, my mate Mark Devlin, Steve Faulkner, Spacebusters, Dawn Lester Lover, and all these other people. Oh, Mike Wilkinson, who's my mate, who's Stellium 7, who's the Titan guy. He's going to be doing that as well. So that'll be epic. So I'm going to be producing a little bit of a different context than I usually do, because Martin, speaker 3, is Through the Looking Glass, which is not exactly what you think it might be. It should be interesting anyway. But I'm only talking for an hour and a half. That's like 1 second in Martin years, Martin time. So yeah, I've never been to Dundee. I've been up to north of Scotland, further north than I went to Banff and Macduff. Up by Wick, as far north as you can go, actually. And I was in the Merch and absolutely loved it. Really loved Scotland. The Celts, aren't they? So, and they got some of the most beautifulest women in the world live in Scotland. I think. I think, therefore I am. Yeah, today I am Baron Marticus Fliphoffen. Okay. Mid-finger Fliphoffen. Thanks, Kay. Thanks for playing along. They need math to math. Oh, God, listen. Maybe one of these really, really clever PhD people can explain to me why I'm wrong and some evidence for an atom or something. That'd be brilliant. Or quantum mechanics. Oh, yeah, set up a double split experiment for me. I'm not saying there's nothing like that going on with the interaction of reality. I just don't like the way it's been hijacked by that cult and what its deeper context is. That's evil shit. So I'll literally call that out. So yeah, Rain is gorgeous. She's the most beautifulest dog in the whole wide world. She smells lovely and she's so soft. Ken Wheeler says there is no speed of light, only rate of induction. Oh, yeah, well, I would agree with that. There's no speed of light. And he knows a thing or two, does Ken Wheeler, as you know, especially around electromagnetics. Smoke me a kipper. Oh, I love a kipper. I love a piece of fish. I've got fish cakes. Rain's good. Oh, woof. Rain recognises a Welsh accent, the dog, because she's lived in Cardiff. She's like Welsh, sort of. Leslie Pickett, good to see you. Hey, Martin, love you making dog food while watching a beautiful day in the Appalachians. Oh, imagine how beautiful it is. Do you know, Leslie, the Appalachian Mountains is like the Welsh Mountains. It's very similar. Just starting to dread. Yeah, Gary, I seen on Facebook, man. They look all right, bro. Yeah, man, keep it going. Ace Rimmer. Oh, are you? And I love Ace Rimmer. He's fucking legendary. Who doesn't love Red Dwarf? I would watch all of them all over again. I don't like it when they replaced Holly, admittedly, and I don't like it when they replaced Konchasky. I didn't like that. I fancied the first one, and I didn't like the second one. So they keep doing that. And did you know, right, how many years were you watching Bewitched? Do you know they changed the woman out of Bewitched for the woman who was Batwoman? What's her name? It'll all come to me in a minute. I can't even believe it. I watched a clip the other day. I was like, what the fuck? This is a Mandela effect. Hanna-Barbera, yeah, space bullshit. Like some of their cartoons. So, Eric, good to see you. Chicken licking, the sky's falling in. That's a good one. That tells you what this place is. I watched Red Dwarf. Lots of some Mandela effects. Oh, that's interesting. Like me a good Mandela effect. Except the city light keeps changing depending on what it needs to be for. Math. Bullshit. Fucking toasted is world of bliss. I'm dealing with like object reality and just meanness. People can believe what they want. But I have lightened my soul with the knowledge that all they come out with is bullshit on toast. Machiavelli. So yeah, make sure to subscribe, like this video, do all them cool stuff for me, guys. Please. And I'll sing you a song. Okay. Or I'll make an annoying noise. I drive to Cybertruck with the SpaceX. Oh, I don't know what you're on about there, Ryan. It's too much for Brian. It's too late. All's good. Love y'all. Ah, I smell itch. So, squirrel snipers in the house. Where you been, bro? Oh, hopes life's all right up that tree. Yeah, man. Fucking up. It's a good life as a squirrel. Nibbling away at trees all day. Up your teeth like that. Lovely. Space is cartoons. No shit, Ryan. Yeah, they got people believing silly shit, haven't they, really? Right, let's get down to low comments. So if you do want to shout, go give us all a big love and a nostalgic key, okay, in the chat. And I will give you a shout. Truth Zigger's in the house. Manny, good to see you, my bro. What's going on? And Vibes is in the house. Tartarian. Jay, good to see you. Lovely. Flatty Belly. Research Flat Earth is the advice of Truth Seeker too, who is Manny. Indeed. No song. Right, Eric. You don't want a song. Okay, what should I sing then? Nice guy. Hands yellow, heart red. I don't know what that means. Happy everything. Matty's in the house. Good to see you, Matt. Watchman in Vancouver. Yeah, man, we like Vancouver. Let's go to Gastown. Let's go to Gastown and make some trouble, bro. Let's do that. Have the bestest wonderful day, everyone. This is from Sig, guys. This is fucking cool stuff. Much love. Yeah. Stuff Beagle, he's going to go and watch Stuff Beagle, and then he's going to go and watch New West Reset tonight. So there's stuff to do there. Oh, have a wonderful day. That's really beautiful. Oh, so yeah, that's what's going on. At least there's stuff going on the internet. Kathy Broughton. Oh, very late, Kathy. You are very late. Lovely. I'm going to be shooting off because my back's going to pack up on me anytime in the next minute. Jan Simpson, good to see you. I'm down at the end of the trail, and she's talking to Jack. Oh, God, I sounded really Welsh there. Big shout to Nicola. Is you in the chat? And your friend Jen? Jeremiah's in the house. What's going on, my brother? 278th like. Don't know what all that is, but I'm happy for any interaction by you all. I'm just happy for you watching. 300 of views, good little turnout today. And I've got 2 videos in the last week out there for you to catch up on as well. And loads more content to come very soon. This one's being me calling out atoms and quantum mechanics as annoying as shit, nonsensical shit by science priests who have revamped and rehashed the good old-fashioned business model of the Kabbalah, which is Jewish mysticism and black magic. So you down with that? No, we are not down with that. No, we are not. We are warriors for God and light and love. Hector, good to see you. Say it loud, say it proud. What do you think this is? AY's channel? Fucking hell. Say it loud, say it proud. Fucking AY's fucking like literally sneaked into my channel somehow. Fucking hell. Bigger Beaks there. By Mustang Sally now, baby. Singing the sound of the city in the background. Okay, well, I've got some classical music on here, some beautiful piano. So check it out. Anyway, let's have a bit of beautiful piano. It's nice, isn't it? 7-0 in the house. I can see clearly now the vein has gone. I can see all hospitals in my way. I know. Sad song. Somebody got to sing it, though. Jackie Miller, good to see you. Anthony Suso. Woo-hoo. My mate, Anthony Suso. Good to see you, my bro. Much love to you. Over the pond. Brother from another mother. I am Carios. Another brother from another mother. And, ooh, Jennifer. Good to see you too, Jennifer. Jennifer. She brought her love. Made us sing a song today. Thank you. You sing it, Manny. Sing it with a good German accent. Fucking thump your thigh when you're fucking doing it. Thank you, Martin. Love you all, beautiful souls. Thank you, Jackal. Aww. Don't make me cry. Yeah, I'm getting off on my music. Okay, I'm going to fuck off. It's 300 of you still watching absolutely nothing. I got loads of stuff to share with you guys. Wow. Fucking up. Brains bleeding. I got loads to share with you. It's just like, it's been nearly 3 hours. So I'm just going to cut out now. And then I'm going to come back and show you more stuff. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. And like my video and all of them other things that people do on YouTube. Please. And then maybe the weather will get nice and warm for us very soon, because this damp stuff's no fun. Steve, good to see you. And Precious Violet's in the house. Let's give her some love as well. Precious Violet is bringing her love while a kid in the house. Peace, Frog. It's going to be a bright, bright, flatter day. Look all around, there's nothing but flatter day. What? Doesn't even matter. Love is the drug that I'm thinking of. Nice guy. Piano music is so relaxing and calming. It's my thing. It's my thing. I like classical music. It's my thing. Or the Chemical Brothers or Depeche Mode. I know. Yeah. I mean, okay. Frankie Vibes, man. Lovely. And Silver Mist is in the house as well. From South Oz. We love Oz. We're going bowling. All right. Have a good time, man. Fucking hell. Make sure you don't slide down the bowling alley and take them out. Make sure to remove your fingers from the holes. Bob Sykes, good to see you, my man. I don't know what I'm laughing. I'm sorry. I'm just so silly. I'm a silly man. I know. Okay. Well, like my video then and share it. And I'm going home. I am home. You know what I mean? Never go completely retarded on YouTube. I snuck in late. I seen you snuck in. You were like this. Seen you though. So there's fucking Seuss over there. Fucking hell. Mick. Can you see him? All right then. I'll see you all soon. Be good. I'll see you on the next one. Make sure to share this out. Write a comment what you think about, if you think it's absolute bullshit or if it's true or whatever. All right. Or Martin, please give us our nuclear bombs back. Martin, can we have quantum mechanics back? Oh, Martin, I really love Schrodinger's cat, Matt, and all of that. And then I will comment back. No. No, there's no more quantum mechanics on Flat Earth British. Acton Van Booten. See you on the next one, guys. Stay epic.